Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. This week, we are devoting 5 broadcasts to the incredible saga, The Last Days of Pompeii. Imagine, if you will, any cosmopolitan coastal resort suddenly swallowed up and disappearing. And then imagine uncovering this treasure house of civilization, piece by piece, person by person, putting together this puzzle of the past, which is our task and adventure all this week on Mystery Theater.
And why do you come to see me, fair Julia?
Because I need your magic, Arbaces. The power of revenge.
Do you believe that I, Arbaces, the high priest of Isis, can give you such power? Or why do you wish it?
I do not relish being rejected by a man. Can you give me power over his life?
Today's drama, Thrown to the Lions, is the second part of Bulwer Lytton's classic, The Last Days of Pompeii, adapted especially for Mystery Theater by Gerald Keane and stars Russell Horton. I'll be back shortly with Act 1.
And that's why we say, go out and buy a bunch today.
That's your new TV commercial, Mr. Sloak, for Snacky Crackies with Raisin Pits.
How much did that actually cost me?
Cost?
Yes.
Well, we're still adding it all up here. $42,000.
TV is so expensive.
Not as long as there aren't any changes.
Did I mention there may soon be a worldwide shortage of Raisin Pits?
One TV version without Raisin
How
Pits.
much will that add to the...
$3,000.
And we want to tell Health Nuts we make snackies with Health Nuts.
$279,000.
And we need a version that will talk to the financial community.
The singing mouse and the dancing bunny in a business suit for...
Let me add that one for you. $380.
If business conditions make it necessary, with radio you can afford to change commercials fast. If you want to really target consumer groups, it won't cost a fortune to make commercials that fit each audience. Put amazingly flexible radio to work as a primary medium. Radio, it's red hot. For the red hot facts, call this station or the Radio Advertising Bureau. They brought you this message.
I'm not the handiest person in the world, but nowadays do-it-yourself home repair is almost a necessity. Admittedly, some of my work is not perfect, but it gets by. Like many people, I try painting, woodworking, and even masonry, but I never dabble with electricity because it can be dangerous and not forgiving of carelessness. Yes, Americans are learning how to do more with their hands, and hopefully are not forgetting some of the old rules, like never mixing water and electricity, and reading all power tool instruction booklets before use. And let's not forget about the rule to check for damaged electrical cords either. And remember the one to always dress appropriately, wear closed-toed sturdy shoes and safety glasses. And finally, never leave power tools unattended, and keep children away from the work area.
A public service announcement from Underwriters Laboratories in this station.
Pompei stands at a crossroads in time, oblivious to its future. In 4 days, it will have disappeared under 30 feet of volcanic ash. Until an hour ago, today, August the 21st, 79 A.D., it was a favorite Italian vacation town for Romans, Greeks, and Egyptians. A happy town filled with warm, fun-loving people. Then suddenly, in the early hours of this morning, it was shaken by an earthquake. About 4 on today's Richter scale. Marcus Rufus, a young Athenian architect who makes his home in Pompei, takes up the tale.
I've never experienced an earthquake before, but I vowed that I would live through this one. For one thing, I had a lot to live for. Oriana, a woman I hardly knew but already loved, whom I was able to rescue that night. Statues and roof tiles fell like rain, but we managed unhurt to get to the open square of the Forum. And safety.
Marcus Rufus, how did you find me?
My slave girl, Lydia, awoke me to tell me you'd been kidnapped. I put 2 and 2 together and found you in the Temple of Isis.
Kidnapped?
I knew right away there was more to it than that.
Funny. I can't seem to
left but its high priest, Arbaces.
I must go to him. He may be hurt.
All those within the sound of my voice.
Marcus, let go of my arm.
Oriana, you will not go to him. I will not let you.
But why not?
The man is mad. Isn't that enough reason for you?
Citizens of Pompei, this earthquake is a warning.
See for yourself, Oriana. Look at it. Standing there on the steps to the Temple of Isis. Steps leading to nowhere, shouting to no one. In this entire forum, who is there but us?
The next time, the gods will not be as patient. This was a warning. If Rome does not return Pompei to Egypt, the gods will destroy this city.
I thought we'd never get back to my home. At last. Alcibiades, brother, are you here?
Oriana, you all right? Oh, Marcus Rufus, forgive me. I didn't see you at first.
Has the quake done any damage to our house?
Not one column in the atrium budged a centimeter. The marble faun still stands in the fountain.
But you should see the center of Pompeii. Hardly a building left standing.
Let me go bathe my face. I'll be back.
Where has Oriana been all this night, Marcus? I can't tell you how worried I was. I had no idea where to look for her.
I found her in the Temple of Isis. It's a long story. Fortunately, we were able to get out before it was completely destroyed.
The Egyptians' temple destroyed?
Nothing left of it but the stone steps.
What of him, the high priest?
He survived.
Was he hurt?
Not so one could notice it. When we came away, he was shouting dire predictions to anyone who would listen.
You speak in a mocking tone about this holy man, Marcus.
Alcibiades, I know you are studying the ministry with him, but believe me, this isn't mockery in my voice, but anger. Somehow, I don't know how, that high priest, that man you think so holy, had a hand in kidnapping your sister.
Kidnapping? You said that to me before, Marcus. I don't remember that.
What do you remember, Oriana?
It's coming back now, like through a haze. Arbaces came into the garden last night, telling me I had to return to the Temple of Isis with him that very instant. And then I don't know. Yes, I do. He gave me something to drink. All the rest is whirling away. And then your voice, Marcus, calling me, taking hold of my hand and running.
I think, Oriana, there has been enough talk for one night, enough excitement. Well, the earthquake tremors seem to have passed. I thank Jove you're sound and well. Now, I urge you to get some rest. See that she does, Alcibiades. We can talk about all this tomorrow.
Good night, Marcus. I can never thank you enough.
Nor can I. Within 2 days, Marcus, you've twice come to our rescue. Yesterday mine, and today Oriana's.
Strangely enough, I was haunted by the thought that the earthquake that rocked Pompei that night was not nearly as dangerous to Oriana as her friendship with that Egyptian high priest, Arbaces. Obviously, he drugged her and brought her to the temple. And had not my blind slave girl Lydia warned me, Oriana might have disappeared from my life. Oh, there had been other women who interested me. Julia. I was stricken with guilt. Julia, who until a few days ago had been the woman of my dreams. I'd completely forgotten her.
Master, may I have a word with you?
What?
Have you been asleep in the temple steps all night, Master? For shame.
Well, who comes upon me so suddenly in the morning?
We have not spoken before, but I know you to be the high priest of this temple.
Oh, what was this temple? These few steps are all that remain. No, I have not been sleeping, woman. I have been praying to the gods to help me rebuild. Who are you?
I am Julia, from the house of Diomed.
Diomed? The merchant and ship owner?
The same. He is my father. Do you know him?
He came here once not long ago and tried to induce a miracle to guarantee the safety of his ships by making a donation to the temple of fool's gold. Julia, sit by my side, my child, and tell me what has brought you to see me.
Your fame, great master. Your knowledge and power are well known in Pompei. I need your help.
What is it that could possibly trouble such a beautiful young lady? You don't appear unhappy.
I wish to have the power of one of the Greek furies.
Which?
The Eumenides.
Ah, so it is revenge you seek.
Pitiless, vindictive punishment.
Why do you wish it?
Julia does not relish being rejected for another.
You love someone who loves not you.
He did, until a very few days ago. Now I have learned he has given his heart to another woman. I must triumph over my rival. I must have power over his life.
Tell me, if I had such a power, why should I make it known to you?
For two reasons. First, this purse of gold. There's enough gold to rebuild the entire temple of Isis, stone by stone.
Perhaps I don't need a second reason.
You shall have it for nothing. The woman I wish revenge upon is Oriana.
Oriana? Who lives in the house of the marble form?
The same.
Her brother, Accusations, is studying the Egyptian ministry with me. Oh, yes. I believe I know of Oriana.
Arbaces. Can our relationship, yours and mine, be an honest one?
Naturally.
Oriana is not as casually known to you as you make out. And I would like you to trust me enough not to pretend.
Well, you seem to have overheard the gossip of Pompei.
A woman as outspoken as Oriana cannot live a life unnoticed. Not here. Not in Pompei. There's not only talk, but certain knowledge of your interest and, shall I say, affection for her. Can you help me teach an unforgettable lesson to both Oriana and the man who should be mine?
Tell me, not so gentle Julia, this stupid suitor who has angered you, he is certainly of noble birth.
True. Quite noble.
Can he be from Pompei and reject such beauty as yours?
He is of Athens.
Aha, yes, there is but one Athenian, young and noble in Pompei. Is he Marcus Aurelius Rufus?
Yes. You will keep my secret?
Of course. Marcus Rufus. Julia, I shall help you.
Oriana, are you awake?
Of course I'm awake and dressed.
How do you feel today, sister, after last night's adventure?
Refreshed, but still strange. Last night seemed like a distant nightmare.
That it was. The center of Pompei destroyed by an earthquake.
So it was true.
Is that all you remember?
No. Brother, I think the high priest of Isis took me by force to the temple. Why have we been so blind, believing in that man and his greatness for so long?
I too, Oriana.
I trusted Arbaces. I believed he was good. And now I feel somehow betrayed. Last night, everything suddenly became unclean. I thought he was quite mad.
Perhaps he is. I too feel betrayed.
For me, it's worse than that. I need something, someone to believe in, a religion of some kind, a star to guide me. And now I'm left without anything.
Do you remember yesterday morning, going underground to hear Paul the Nazarene? When he talked about Christ, wasn't it inspiring? Perhaps Christ is the answer.
Go, brother. Find out if the disciple Paul is still preaching in Pompei and come back and tell me.
Come with me now. It's still early.
Marcus Rufus will be here soon. I cannot leave the house now. You go, brother.
Oh, Marcus will understand. He'll wait. He's a good friend.
I feel he's more than that. I have something important to tell him.
And he can't wait? Surely finding Paul is much more important. Marcus will wait, I'm certain of it.
But I cannot. I woke up with his name on my lips.
What does that mean?
That I must tell him something I have been wanting to tell someone for years now.
Are you serious, Oriana?
about Marcus Rufus, as I have never been about anyone in my whole life.
You love him?
I wish us to become engaged, to be married. Today.
Oriana, I must say, when you make up your mind, you act.
I have a premonition. I don't know how much longer we of Pompei will have time for love.
Of course, Oriana couldn't have had an inkling that within 4 days Pompei would be a doomed city. But highly intuitive, she might have sensed something in the air. Her brother, Accusations, also could not have known that the Egyptian beliefs in many gods would be superseded by Christianity. But he, too, had a highly developed sixth sense. It was this that compelled him to seek out the man who centuries later would be known to the world as St. Paul. I'll be back shortly with Act 2.
This week on Knots Landing, Karen's efforts to defend her daughter's school teacher from her neighbor's attacks lead her into a relationship that could destroy her marriage.
Starting this afternoon, I'm going to do whatever I can to help beat you.
I wonder if you'd say that if you didn't have those curly blue eyes.
Michelle Lee stars on Knots Landing, Thursday night at 10, 9 Central on CBS television.
Suppose I asked you to lunch tomorrow.
Ask.
The word is out. There's an outrageous new thriller just published entitled Out. It's the unbelievable story of two mob kingpins, a two-timing shyster, and a mall named Zaza, all involved in a daring plot to launder billions of mob money through a Swiss bank. The only trouble is the one man with the password to get the money out has vanished. Well, not exactly. His leg is found on the Geneva to Zurich train. For out-and-out entertainment, read Out by Pierre Ray, a Bantam book where paperbacks are sold.
Maybe we're all too emotional when we think about special education for handicapped children. We always think of human values, not dollar values. Maybe it's time we took a cold, hard look at these kids and what it costs to develop their potential. Okay, the truth. Special education and vocational training cost a lot of money. Special teachers, special equipment, special classes. It all adds up. But here's the catch. It costs even more not to educate handicapped people. Much more. Keeping people dependent for life, or keeping them in institutions. Those are luxuries we can't afford. So don't be emotional. Look at it coldly, in dollars and cents. With special education, most handicapped children grow up to become taxpayers. It's a good investment. A public service message on behalf of the United States Office of Education.
Pompei, the morning of August 21st, 79 A.D. There is love, there is hate, there is jealousy, plots being hatched, revenge sought. The ebb and flow of life in those ancient days, as unearthed and unmasked by that great Victorian baronet, Sir Edward Bulwer Lytton, in his vivid book, The Last Days of Pompeii. Marcus Rufus, the Athenian, continues the story.
Within the hour after dawn, I was at the gate of the house of the Marble Faun, Oriana's house, ringing the bells and waiting admittance. A very good morning to you, Marcus. Forgive me, but I must hurry along.
Oh, Accusations. Well, where to at this early hour? The city still sleeps.
Can I trust you with a secret, Marcus?
I hope so.
The events of last night have changed my mind about the future.
You're no longer going into the ministry?
If I do, it will not be in the temple of Isis. Let me put it this way. Yesterday morning, the both of us went to a secret meeting to hear Paul, the Nazarene. And we both truly believe what he preached. Right now I'm going to try to find him to see whether I could be converted. Marcus, I know it's the way for me.
Father, whatever is going on in our house, I can't leave you alone for 2 minutes.
2 minutes? You've been out of the house all morning, Julia.
I come home, the atrium is filled with servants, caterers. My father is giving a party? What are you celebrating?
Failure and success, daughter. Failure because, as you know, I lost another 3 ships in yesterday's storm. But I console myself. I might have lost the cargoes anyway in last night's earthquake.
So we have less money than we ever had, and you throw a big, expensive party.
Only for a few friends. Do you remember Marcus Rufus? Weren't you seeing quite a lot of him at one time?
Yes, I remember him.
Well, we are going into business together, Marcus and I. He has contracts to put up quite a few fancy villas. Some facing the bay, some on the slopes of Vesuvius, expensive ones. He will design them, and I'll take care of the stonemasons, the plumbers, the roof tilers. In short, the building. Of course, Julia, you're welcome to invite anyone you wish.
I thought you'd never say so.
Oh, child, anyone. There's plenty of food and wine. This is your house as much as mine. Who would you like?
I would like to invite the high priest of the Temple of Isis.
Bases? You're joking.
Why are you so surprised, Father?
Well, I really don't see what we people of commerce have to do with it. Well, I don't know. A religious fanatic.
Well, you didn't think he was such a fanatic when you promised to send him gold to protect your ships.
Who told you that?
He did.
Well, I knew he couldn't protect those ships. I wasn't serious about it.
It's too bad you weren't. Perhaps your ships wouldn't have been wrecked.
Now, Julia, I am not going to argue with you about this fellow's powers. You want our bases here? Well, I said you may. So you may. Now, anyone else you'd like to invite?
Marcus Rufus is coming?
Well, of course he is. The banquet's mainly in his honor. When a man of his young years offers me a new business and a new lease on life, you can bet I make sure the guest of honor arrives.
I'd like to be placed between Marcus and our bases at dinner.
I'll do what I can, Julia. Well, you'd better run along now and invite your high priest. The banquet will begin 3 hours before sunset, and I don't want you strolling in while we're toasting the gods.
That's Diomed, the ship owner, for you. The man's practically bankrupt, and he has to throw a party for our new building business. I hated to leave Oriana today, especially now that she'd agreed we could be officially engaged. But old Diomed would have been too disappointed.
Now, Accusations, think it over, my boy.
You don't understand, Master.
But of course I understand. You just talked to Paul the Nazarene. He is a convincing speaker. I know all about him. But to go off and leave your family and join him, these aren't decisions to be made hastily. I speak to you as an Egyptian with the wisdom of the ages behind me.
Master, are there any more marble pieces this size?
Try the other side. Some may have fallen there. The workers from Luxor. They happen to be in the city. I was lucky to get them to start rebuilding. Now, where was I?
It's not the age of Egyptian civilization. It's what I feel in my heart, Master.
We Egyptians were already civilized when you Romans and Greeks were learning how to hold a sword.
I wish I could convince you. I want to convert. I must. Paul talked to me in my own language. He made me understand.
All I say to you before you go off and join this Paul in his travels is reflect. Have you talked it over with your sister Oriana?
She knows how I feel. I couldn't get any sense out of her today anyway. She became engaged to marry Marcus Rufus this morning. And that's all she has on her mind.
Marcus Aurelius Rufus, the Athenian. Is it definite?
So far as I know. I stopped in on my way here. They were both walking around with moonstruck faces.
Oh, excuse me, Master. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Julia, what brings you here? Oh, do you know Accusations, my seminarian? Accusations is Oriana's brother.
Oh, yes. I certainly know your sister.
Accusations brings me some interesting news. Oriana and Marcus Rufus are announcing their engagement today.
What?
Yes. I thought you would be interested.
Do you know the Athenian, Julia?
I most certainly do. I have a bit of news myself. My father is giving a small party today, and I ask that you be invited, Master.
Oh, thank you, Julia. But I don't attend private parties. I am at prayer before the dinner hour anyway.
Perhaps you could make an exception this time. You see, the honored guest will be Marcus Rufus, and there will be much wine and many toasts.
Who else besides Diomed, your father?
Probably Publius Cornelius and...
The senator from Rome?
The same. You and I and Marcus Rufus and a small group.
Do you think your father would mind if I brought along Epicydes here?
Well, not at all. He told me to invite anyone I wanted.
But I won't know anyone there.
You know Marcus Rufus, don't you? After all, he's going to be your brother-in-law. Now, Master Arbaces, can we talk privately concerning that matter I came to see you about this morning?
Yes, I have been thinking about it. Epicydes, you know the house of Diomed? Well, I'll see you there at the usual dining time. Now, if you will excuse us. I'm afraid, Julia, there is no place here in the forum that's very private.
I know. Let's go to the docks where my father ties up his boats. There's no one there now, and we won't be observed.
Now, you ask for a potion that would make Oriana despise Marcus and Marcus despise her. I have a small vial given to me by the oracle I went to visit when I was last in Thebes.
What can it do?
All I know is I was told to administer it carefully to an enemy, for it can bring on madness.
Let me have it. I shall put it in Marcus's wine.
You wish him mad?
He's mad already, turning his back on me, betrothing himself to a woman he hardly knows. Give me the vial, Arbaces. Who knows? Perhaps this potion will make him sane.
More wine. The senator's cup is empty.
Jimmy, I compliment you. This is the coolest atrium I have been in all of Pompei.
Well, it is the fountain, Senator. I have water running all the time. It freshens the air. Oh, and I love the sound. Come, everybody, eat and drink up. Julia, this is no time for fasting. Marcus, have more mushrooms. It will keep your hair red. Attention, everyone, all my good friends. Senator Cornelius, Julia, my daughter, Arbaces is the holy man from the Temple of Isis, and his seminarian, this quiet young man on my right, and all of you. I lift up my cup in honor of my new partner, the famous young architect, Marcus Aurelius Rufus, who has convinced me it's more profitable to build houses than to sail ships.
It's never been proved. Here, more wine here.
Well, perhaps not, Senator, but my heart isn't in ships anymore. So, let us lift our cups and drink to Marcus and myself and our new venture.
Oh, no. Oh, Marcus Rufus, how can you ever forgive me? I jostled your arm and spilled your wine.
Here, Marcus, take my cup. I'll have another.
Thank you.
Bring me wine this instant.
Now then, are we all filled? Who will join me in emptying a cup to success?
Just a moment. I'd like a word. I do raise my wine cup to the future. And I'd like to add to the toasts and good wishes by telling you that this morning I became engaged to the loveliest woman in Pompei, Oriana. And now, may everyone in this atrium, at this table, raise their cups to their lips to love and success. And may Apollo watch over us.
Lovely speech. Very nice.
Houses to build houses.
Marcus, what is it? What are you saying?
It's too warm for me here. I must go.
Marcus, why are you getting up?
He looks very pale. Perhaps I should go with him.
There is fire in my veins. Stay away from me! Don't try to stop me, anyone. I have my dagger. Stay away! It's tearing at my brain. So many colors, blinding colors!
Epicydes, come with me. Something has affected his mind. I fear for his life. Will you excuse us? I must go help the poor man. He has suddenly gone mad.
in a first-century world looking at it from what is almost the 21st century. I don't know whether it has struck you as forcibly as it has me, but so far as I can see, only the conveniences have changed, not the people. The same rich, the same poor, the same stubborn, the same diehards, the foolish, the good, the bad, the loved, the unloved. The only difference is the place where you and I live now doesn't have death breathing fire 4 days from today. I'll be back with Act 3 shortly.
They said it couldn't be written. The book that hit America like a runaway locomotive. The new Consumer Information Catalog.
For the life of me, Foster, your obsession with that book escapes me. It's only a catalog.
The book that's helping America find a better way to live.
What do you find in that catalog?
Something you could never give me, Lillian.
More than 200 fact-filled federal publications listed inside.
Booklets on home and car repairs, weight control, keeping household records, and more. I read them all to be the man you want me to be.
That's a lot of reading.
The book you have to read from the Consumer Information Center of the U.S. government. The new Consumer Information Catalog. It's free. Just write to Free Catalog, Pueblo, Colorado, 81009.
That's Free Catalog, Pueblo, Colorado, 81009. Send for the book.
Don't wait for the movie.
Do you know how to get the most for your money when you're buying air conditioners, vacuum cleaners, baloney, auto batteries, calculators, washers and dryers, cameras, insulation, house paint, margarine, freezers, tuna fish, insurance, lawnmowers, mopeds, food processors, radio, refrigerators, television sets, stereo systems, and automobiles? Well, these are just a few of the hundreds of products that Consumer Reports tests, rates, and investigates for you. Consumer Reports is published by America's leading non-profit product testing consumer organization, completely independent. When you read Consumer Reports, you'll know how to get the most out of the dollars you spend. 1,000. Subscribe now to Consumer Reports for this money-saving offer. 11 monthly issues of our magazine, Consumer Reports, plus the invaluable 1980 buying guide issue, plus our 383-page guide to drugs and health, plus the 1981 buying guide issue when published, 331-1000. A total value of $25.75, all for just $12. Just $12. To take advantage of this offer, dial this toll-free number, 800-331-1000. Consumer Reports, 800-331-1000.
And we're at the desperate Battle of Monmouth. A legend is being born before my very eyes. A young woman volunteer, Molly Pitcher, is helping fire one of the American cannon. Can you talk to us, Molly?
Are you kidding? With half of the British Army coming at us? Fire!
But isn't this hot, hard work for a woman?
Hot and hard? Try cooking in a colonial kitchen sometime. Man or woman, we've all got to help our country.
Today, thousands of women are volunteers who have joined National Guard and Reserve units. They are a vital part of our military manpower.
And woman power.
At only a fraction of the cost of equivalent active duty forces, over 300,000 employers have signed a statement of support encouraging employees to participate in Guard and Reserve training. Shouldn't you?
Hey, you employers out there. Don't you know that when you help a volunteer help our country, you're helping yourself? If you haven't signed a statement of support yet, you should be ashamed. Fire!
Write employer support, Arlington, Virginia 22209. A public service on behalf of employer support of the Guard and Reserve and the Advertising Council.
Of the second of the Last Days of Pompeii, as originally set down by Edward Bulwer Lytton. Marcus Rufus, an Athenian, while drinking a toast at a banquet, has suddenly gone out of his head and runs wildly from the house of his friend Diomed. Chasing after him to see that he comes to no harm is Arbaces, the high priest, and Epicydes, the young brother of Oriana.
Arbaces, what should we do? It's quite dark now. We've walked the length of Pompei, and Marcus Rufus has disappeared.
I'm worried about that dagger he carries. Supposing he fell on it and injured himself.
What's that?
An owl. Owls and bats live in the tombs of the Via della Tombe.
What makes you think Marcus came this way, Master?
Well, he couldn't have doubled back. You heard him singing before.
But we have no torches. The moon is covered by clouds. We'll never find him here along the Street of Tombs. There must be thousands of graves and vaults he could be hiding behind.
There they go. A dozen bats.
Never been proved, Senator, but a house will float and a ship will sing.
That's Marcus.
near us.
Oriana, come help me. I don't feel well.
Epicydes, you take this path and I'll take the one to the left. When you find him, hold his arms behind him so he cannot do himself harm.
Catch me if you can.
Master, I think he's over this way.
The lights, the colors. I've never seen such colors. Is it night or is it the birth of the world?
Master! Abasis! I think I found Marcus!
Marcus Rufus. It is I, your friend, your future brother-in-law, Epicydes.
Come enemies, come friends. There's such a new world of color and light.
I can't get through there. It's a labyrinth of tombs.
Abasis!
Oh, I wish the moon would come out from behind the clouds so I could see something.
Abasis, where are you?
Stop! You. Why am I in the cemetery? You, sir. Who are you? Answer or forever hold your peace!
Epicydes, did you say you had found Marcus?
Murder!
Oh! Citizens, help me! A murder on the Via della Tombe! Help me or the murderer escapes! Blood! Oh, his poor blood!
Did someone find murder?
Are you a centurion?
Yes, I am.
Then look for yourself.
They tell me they found the lifeless body of Epicydes and that I was standing beside him, blood on my dagger. I remember none of that. I couldn't understand what had happened to my mind. When I finally came to my senses, my hands had been tied behind my back. I lay in a dungeon. I'd been arrested.
I see you've awakened. Are you Marcus Aurelius Rufus, lately of Athens?
Are you a centurion?
I am.
Then I am Marcus Rufus. Of what am I charged?
Murder?
Whom have I murdered?
A young priest, Epicydes.
Epicydes is dead. How horrible.
You knew the priest.
He was like a brother to me.
Can you stand up?
Yes. Yes, I can. This rope that twists my arms behind me is uncomfortable.
It must remain so. Now, come with me.
Where are you taking me?
Pompei is fortunate that Publius Cornelius, the Roman senator, is visiting here. He's consented to be the judge.
Publius Cornelius? Was he not a guest of Diomed, the ship owner?
I believe he was. Do you know him?
Very briefly.
Well, that may be fortunate for you. It may assist you in the defense of your life.
Senator, I am accused of a murder I did not commit.
Marcus Rufus, I hardly know where to begin this interrogation. It seems but minutes ago we were all celebrating at the house of Diomed, and you, Marcus Rufus, were an honored guest.
Senator, what happened this evening is equally mysterious to me. I ask myself, is this a living nightmare, or simply am I dreaming?
You are not dreaming. The stain of blood is still on your right hand.
On my right hand? That is only one of the mysteries of this dark deed. Why is there blood on my right hand?
It was reported by the centurion and a witness that you were holding a dagger in that hand when you were discovered with the victim.
But had I attacked anyone, Senator, it would not have been with my right hand. I am left-handed.
You were also somewhat out of your mind, Marcus.
Is it not possible that someone else killed my poor young friend while my mind was wandering, smeared my dagger with the corpse's blood and placed it in my right hand?
That would imply the victim was killed with another's knife. No such knife has been found.
Has another knife been searched for? I ask again, could not another person have done the murder?
For what reason would someone else kill the priest?
For what reason would I wish to kill Epicydes? This very morning, I went to visit his own sister, Oriana, to learn what he already knew, that she had consented to marry me. Now, why would I even wish my future brother-in-law dead? Nay, why would I kill him? That is what I mean by a living nightmare.
Marcus, it is you who must answer questions, not I. It is you who must defend yourself or admit the crime.
I have no defense. I have no memory of the deed. All I can say is I was not myself.
Bring in the witnesses, please. Gentlemen and lady, will you kindly identify yourself?
I am Dearman, Senator, but you know that.
Let us keep this strictly formal. And your name, sir?
I am Arbaces, the high priest of the Temple of Isis.
And you, miss?
I'm Julia, the daughter of Diomed.
Would you say, Diomed, that Marcus Rufus here ever evidenced any animosity towards the deceased?
No, I know of none.
Did the prisoner behave in any threatening manner towards the deceased when you last saw him?
Well, you know he didn't, Senator. You were right there at the dinner. Marcus was making a toast when something happened to him. It was as though the god Chaos had taken possession of his body.
You, Julia, I understand you invited the deceased, Accusations, to the banquet. Was he a friend of yours?
No. He was a friend of mine, Arbaces, the high priest here.
I see. So it was you, Arbaces, who invited the deceased to Diomen's dinner?
I thought it would be pleasant for him. He had been studying the priesthood at our temple. A bright young man. I had no idea it would be his last meal on earth. A terrible end.
I seem to remember you and he went out after Marcus when the accused ran out of the house.
Yes. We both followed him until it became quite dark, and then we got separated.
And then?
Well, by one of the tombs, I thought I saw this Athenian and the young priest in earnest conversation. The Athenian, Marcus, waving his arms wildly, much the same as when you last saw him yourself, Senator, at the banquet. Then I saw him raise his dagger. I ran forward, but too late to avert the blows. He had stabbed his victim twice. I struck the murderer to the ground and called for help.
Marcus Aurelius Rufus, what do you say to that?
Nothing. I remember none of it. I was returned to my cell. An hour later, I was brought some food. As a favor, so that I could eat, the centurion unbound my hands. I grasped the bench I'd been sitting on with both hands. Knocked the centurion flat into a faint and ran.
Who is it that rings my door this time of night?
It is I, Oriana. Marcus Rufus. Let me in.
What are you doing here, Marcus? How could you possibly come here? They haven't even buried my brother yet.
Oriana, there is only one person in the world I can trust, and it's you. I tell you now, I did not kill Accusations. Whatever spell I was under, whatever sickness infected me, I loved your brother too much to have ever raised a finger against him.
Marcus Aurelius Rufus, we know you've taken refuge in the house of the Marble Fawn. Come out as an honorable man and obey the laws of Rome.
How did they know I was here?
Marcus, there is no place to hide.
If I can get up on the roof, I can escape from roof to roof. There's no moon tonight.
Escape to where?
My boat, perhaps. Perhaps back to Greece.
Marcus, if someone else killed my brother, surely it will be discovered. All you have to do is tell the truth.
You don't understand. I don't know the truth. I cannot remember what happened.
Marcus Rufus, come out of your own free will. Give yourself up.
Oriana, where are the stairs to the upper story?
Was it yesterday, Marcus? Last night, when I, too, suffered a lapse of memory?
By Jove and Jupiter. When you were taken to the Temple of Isis, all you remember is a hand over your face and being given something to drink by Arbaces.
It's still a blank, whatever happened in the temple.
Arbaces. Could something have been placed in my cup of wine tonight? hide me, Oriana, till I can think this through. I was up on the roof before the centurion could gather his wits. I knew these roofs, and the way the houses all backed on one another. I'd designed enough of them. No point in remaining in Pompei now. Perhaps someday I'd come back and clear myself. In the meantime, Oriana would do some thinking. If Arbaces had drugged her, why not me? I jumped for it, missed my step, and turned my ankle.
Too bad, Marcus. You broke that beautiful jar. I've been watching you running about the rooftops like a squirrel. You must think we centurions are fools. Now come along quietly without awakening the rest of the city.
Centurion, how did you know where to find me? Which house?
The witness, Arbaces, told us.
I might have guessed. He is determined to get me into trouble.
The senator has called an emergency meeting of the Senate to determine what to do with you.
I was trapped in this cell, and I knew it. There was no escape now. I knew that, too. I began to doubt my own innocence. Perhaps those who had given evidence against me knew something about me I did not.
Marcus Aurelius Rufus, it is the judgment of the Senate that you may have not been completely sound of mind at the time of the murder. Therefore, to follow the precepts of the primeval god, Chaos, in determining your guilt or innocence, you shall be tried tomorrow by the king of the beasts.
Oh, no. No!
The lion shall judge. If he slays you not, it will be a true sign you are innocent. If you are guilty, death will be your punishment. It is the judgment of the Senate that you, Marcus Aurelius Rufus, at tomorrow's gladiatorial games, shall be thrown to the lions.
I said before that in 1900 years, all that has changed were the conveniences of living, that people have not. Let me amend that. The meting out of justice, distinguishing the guilty from the innocent, has, thank heaven, also changed. Lions are no longer judges. Appetite no longer determines guilt. But this is Pompei in 79 AD, a city with only 3 days of life itself. I shall be back shortly.
When you see her, you walk on by, you don't know him, you won't even try.
That's Stella Reese, singing about how people with epilepsy are sometimes misunderstood. Do you know that epilepsy can happen to anyone, at any age, for many causes? Epilepsy can begin from a bad case of measles. I'm Gerald June. I know. At 9 years old, I contracted measles encephalitis. Now I have epilepsy, but it doesn't stop me from writing music. My kind of epilepsy couldn't have been prevented then. It can now.
When you see her, you walk on by, you don't know him, you won't even try. They don't want you to hold their hands, they just need you to understand.
To learn about causes and prevention, contact your local chapter of the Epilepsy Foundation of America or write Epilepsy, Washington, D.C. 20036.
Tomorrow we bring you the third day of the 5 last days of Pompeii. Sir Walter Scott called Pompei the city of the dead. I deny that. Those whose voices you have heard, whose lives you have shared, are very much alive. And thanks to that eminent author, Sir Edward Bulwer Lytton, to say nothing of the scholars and archaeologists who came after him, Pompei lives and will always live. And like all mysteries presented on Mystery Theater, if you wish the truth, you must dig deep. Our cast included Russell Horton, E.V. Juster, Christopher Tabori, Valika Gray, and Earl Hammond. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now a preview of the third day in our special series, The Last Days of Pompeii. Half prophet, half fiend.
What kind of wine is it?
You taste it and see. Nothing but the best for our prisoner. Hey, don't throw that.
I threw the entire beaker of wine into the centurion's face, and before he could recover, I'd snatched the keys from his waist, run to the adjoining cell, and unlocked it.
My eyes, I can't see.
What do we do now, Diomed?
We run for it. This way. No. That is closed off. It must be the other way. Oh, by Jupiter, I'm lost. No, I'm not. We can get out down this corridor.
Are you sure you know how to get out of this prison?
You true. That passage leads nowhere.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Happy birthday, America. For a gal 200, you still look pretty good to us. For all those Americans who are coming to your birthday party this year, there are a lot of presents to be unwrapped. The oceans rolling on rocky and tropic shores, the gentle hills, the silver lakes, the desert calm, the mighty mountains, the man-made mountains of cities that throb with life, with customs and folkways of yesteryear and the promises of tomorrow. America's 200th birthday, so much to see, so much to remember, so much to hope for. Happy birthday, America. Oh, we know there's a crack in your Liberty Bell, but at 200, what's a little scar? This message is brought to you by NAMBO, the National Association of Motor Bus Owners. We're celebrating our 50th anniversary by serving 15,000 cities and towns. We're urging all Americans to become tourists and to come to the party. Happy birthday, America.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. I have a tale of madness and murder for you. A story of greed, of evil, and, strangely enough, a warm and rewarding love. Mix all these elements together, and the result, an exciting spellbinder. Greed is a frightening disease of the mind and spirit. It debases and cheapens all it touches. It cannot be satisfied. Indeed, it stimulates a desire for more and more. It is a mental sickness of civilization. It has no reason.
Welcome home, Van.
Welcome home. Sorry I can't embrace you, my dear wife. But my arms seem to be tightly strapped to my sides.
Doctor, order your attendants to release him.
Mrs. Layton.
Release him.
Unstrap him, Fred.
That's better. Much better.
Now, will you all please leave, so I may be alone with my husband?
Yes, of course. Goodbye, Van. Come in.
Now, aren't you happy to be home, Van?
Oh, yes. Happy. Very happy.
No. Van. No. Stay away.
Our mystery drama, License to Kill, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sidney Sloan and stars Joan Loring and Larry Haynes. It is sponsored in part by Luden's Medicated Cough Drops and Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act One.
Buick's 1976 Century Regal is the most luxurious midsize car Buick builds. But it's also got a practical side. In fact, it makes a concession to practicality that no other American midsize car does. It comes with a V6 engine, and a Buick V6 at that. Regal, it's got the spirit.
You probably have a friend who drinks too much, but you can't talk to him about it because, why? Because it's not polite. Nonsense. Friends are supposed to get involved, so don't be polite. Help him. Talk to him and write to us. We'll send information that can help you help him. Write Alcohol Box 2345, Rockville, Maryland 20852.
This message is a public service by this station and the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism.
Children make a lot of noise, but to me it's a wonderful sound. They have a lot of energy, a lot of playing to do before they take on the serious world of adulthood. Every day they take on a bit more of this wonderful world. I guess we're lucky, because there are so many places in the world where the children are too weak, even for play. Bangladesh, Honduras, right here at home. They're weak from the lack of protein and essential vitamins, weak from the bad water and the parasites that rob them of important nutrients. A childhood of tears instead of laughter. And even if they do manage to become adults, their minds and limbs will be stunted by chronic malnutrition. You can help a child to grow up strong and independent, maybe even be one of tomorrow's leaders. Send your contribution to Save the Children, Box 970, Grand Central Station, New York 10017. That's Save the Children, Box 970, Grand Central Station, New York 10017.
Latham has driven a long way that day to visit her husband. And all through that long drive, there was one overwhelming and compelling thought in her mind. She must get him out of that place. The words mental institution were too repugnant for her to mention, even to think. She must get him out. It was the only way. She must do what she had secretly planned for over a year.
Van, will you look at me? I'm speaking to you. Turn around, dear. Face me, please.
No.
I thought you'd be glad to see me.
Yes.
Van?
Yes, I'm glad. Glad to see you.
Do you know why I've come?
Is it rainy?
Oh, yes, it is.
Why do you always come to see me when it rains?
That isn't so, Van.
Oh, yes. Rainy days, you come. It always rains when you come.
Would you rather I didn't come, Van?
Yes. Yes, don't come.
You don't mean that. You know I want to do everything I can for you.
You want to do everything you can to get my money.
That's unfair.
Unfair? I remember. You think I'm so mixed up in my head that I don't remember. You tried every way you could to get control of the estate, but you failed.
Please, Van, you're wrong.
Wrong? I was wrong to marry you.
Don't say that. You know I could have divorced you when
I was put away. Don't think you're protecting my feelings. I know I'm insane. You've told me. The doctors all agree. Hopelessly insane. Locked up for life. Go away, Mary. Go away. Leave me in peace.
Would you like to come out?
What do you mean, come out?
In my custody. I'll take responsibility.
Responsibility? You?
I want to take care of you. I think you'll be happier out.
Out? Exchanging one cell for another. What'll you do? Have guards posted? Male nurses around the clock to watch me?
No, you'll have attendants, but not guards.
You'd be taking a big risk, Mary. I tried to kill you once.
I'll take the risk.
And almost succeeded.
I'll take the risk.
Well, I can't help but admire your courage, Mrs. Latham. But I don't know that I can go along with your plans.
Van isn't getting any better here, Doctor. It's my impression he's getting worse.
Reports from his therapist confirm...
Wouldn't he have a better chance in a more normal environment?
My dear Mrs. Latham, Let me lay out the facts for you. Your husband came to me in a very serious condition. He was dangerous to society and dangerous to himself. He displayed all the pathological symptoms of an acute paranoid. Mr. Latham is a potential hazard, a latent time bomb. The least little spark could cause an explosion.
I've heard all this from you and others before. I still feel that I could help him regain his foothold. Bring him back. I know he can become again the man I loved and married.
I'm afraid you've got some romantic idea in your head.
It's not some romantic idea, as you call it. Things can be done with love to heal him where all the medical science of the world fails.
I see. Well, I must tell you that I shall oppose your plans. Mr. Latham will not leave this hospital if I can help it.
Well, back so soon? Come on, get in. Well, how'd it go?
The way I expected it would. No good.
Oh, what's your next move, baby?
Start the car and let's get out of here. This asylum atmosphere has me depressed enough already.
Sure. Well, you're in there a long time.
I had to make it look good. I had to spend a little time with Van.
Still catching those imaginary birds in his room, huh?
No change. Worse than ever, I think. The doctor tells me he's fine, just fine, but...
Yeah, but they won't unlock the door of the padded cell, right?
Will, you're not funny.
Well, I'm sorry, baby.
I knew it wasn't going to be easy getting him out.
Well, frankly, I think you're looking for trouble. We're happy, aren't we? I mean, having him behind those strong, heavy institution doors is great with me, so why can't we go on as we have been?
Don't play stupid, Willie. You know why I have to get him out.
Come in.
Hello, Mr. Rossiter.
Oh, Mrs. Latham. Sorry if I've kept you waiting. My secretary...
Quite all right, Mr. Rossiter. I didn't mind.
Good. Sit down, won't you? How can I help you?
I saw Van Saturday.
Oh? Well, how is the poor boy?
Not good. In fact, I think the place, the home, is making him worse.
Oh, dear. I am sorry to hear that. It's disheartening to think of him there, locked up like some wild creature or animal. I was hoping you might have good news.
Maybe I have.
Yes?
But I'll need your help.
Well, my dear woman, you may count on me to give you all the help you need.
Mr. Rossiter, I propose to get him out.
Out? Oh, well, do you think that wise if, as you say, his trouble is worse?
I intend to take him home where he belongs and take care of him, bring him back to our world.
Well, Van is a dangerous psychopath. The doctors all agree.
I can manage him.
Well, have you forgotten
that he tried to kill me? No.
Mrs. Latham, may I ask why you want to do this?
Why? Because I love him. And I want him back with me. Hello?
Oh, Mrs. Latham, this is Charles Rossiter.
Oh, yes, Mr. Rossiter.
About that matter of obtaining, about Van's coming home.
Yes?
I went to the hospital yesterday.
You what?
Yes, I went to the hospital yesterday to see...
Why?
Why? Well, for several reasons.
Mr. Rossiter, I can see no reason for you to visit my husband.
But when I saw you in my office, you said you wanted his release.
I can't see how your visit would facilitate that, Mr. Rossiter.
Well, I felt it my duty as his attorney, and more than that, as his old friend.
I still think you took more on your shoulders than I had requested.
Yes, I see. But please, listen to me.
Go ahead.
I spoke with Van.
Yes?
He doesn't want to come home.
I know what's best for him.
And I spoke to his doctor, too.
And he's opposed to it.
Yes, strongly opposed.
Mr. Rossiter, you are my attorney. You are working for me. I told you what I wanted. I asked you to prepare papers. I did not ask you for your personal feelings in the matter.
Well, I shall do whatever you think best.
Good.
But I must warn you. Van says that if he gets the chance, he will kill you.
You'll have to get your things and clear out of the house for a while, Willie.
Clear out?
They're bringing him home today, and I don't want you around when that happens.
You know something, Mary? You should be in the institution. I think you need psychiatric help as much as he does.
Oh, really?
Yes. Oh, this whole idea is crazy. You know he's dangerous. You don't love him. So what reasons do you have to take the risk?
It's all very simple to understand. I've told you before. It's a little matter of money.
Yes, but you've got plenty of money. It's enough for both of us.
Enough for you, Willie. You have modest tastes, but I feel like a child on a strict allowance, and I hate it. All of Van's money was put in trust for him by his parents before we were married.
Did you know about his mental condition when you were married?
Of course I knew. His father told me about him. However, it was thought to be a mild and temporary condition at the time. It was only after we were married that the condition worsened.
Mary, but what money was there? You knew what to expect. The real money was locked up in a trust.
I thought that after I was married to Van, and especially after he became violently psychotic, that I could have the trust set aside and the money put into my hands to administer as I saw fit.
No go, huh?
No go, unless he should die. Do you understand, Willie? Unless he should die. Oh, Doctor, I thought... Where's my husband?
He's here, waiting in the car. May I speak to you for a moment?
Come in, come in. Well?
You've won, Mrs. Latham. Your husband is being returned. He's waiting outside.
So you've said, why not let him come into his home?
It was necessary to bring 2 attendants with him, Mrs. Latham.
Regulation?
No, it was necessary to control him. We brought him to you under restraint.
I don't believe that's necessary. I saw him a week or 2 ago. He was quite calm, under control.
This is no longer the case. Despite the fact that he's under heavy sedation, he resisted violently when told where he was going. Now, do you have the proper staff to take care of him?
Please don't concern yourself, Doctor. I can manage.
The 2 men I have with me are trained psychiatric nurses.
I will have no need for them.
I urge you to keep them with you until he becomes accustomed to his surroundings.
Doctor, this is his home. He is accustomed. He is familiar with it. There will be no problem.
Very well. I'll have him brought in. Fred, Ralph, bring him in. I hope you won't regret this.
Really, Doctor, I find this conversation tedious and unproductive.
Well, my dear wife, so nice of you to invite me.
Welcome home, Van.
Welcome home. That has a familiar ring. Sorry I can't embrace you, but my arms seem to be strapped tightly to my sides.
Doctor, order your attendants to release him.
Mrs. Latham.
Release him.
Unstrap him, Fred.
That's better. Much better.
Now, may I ask you all to leave, so I can be alone with my husband?
Yes, of course, Mrs. Latham. Goodbye, Van. Come in.
Well, Van, aren't you happy to be home?
Oh, yes, Mary. Very happy. Very happy.
No. Van, no. Stay away!
Mary Latham may have opened the legendary Pandora's box. It isn't going to be quite as simple as she had envisioned it. In her lust for money, Mary has overlooked the danger of turning a homicidal paranoid loose. I'll be back in a moment with Act 2 of our story.
You can have great taste, lots of great taste and taste with Ludens. They're medicated cough drops with great taste in every box. Wild cherries, sweet and savory, menthol cool and flavory. Honey, the way you wish with lemon or licorice. Oh, you can have great taste, lots of great taste and taste with Ludens.
Ludens, the medicated cough drops that don't taste medicated. They taste great. Use only as directed.
Now, People's year-end double issue is here with the 25 most intriguing people of the year. From Betty Ford to Dolly Parton, from Woody to Cher, Patty Hearst to Jerry Brown. They're all here in this special double issue of People, the winners and losers of 75, and people to watch for in 76. Jacqueline Streisand, Katharine Hepburn, and Audrey, too. Doris Day and Rudolph Nureyev, plus a squad of Olympic hopefuls and a line of first ladies in waiting. It's the biggest, most exciting issue of People ever. Pick up a copy today.
Share a ride with a friend. Share a smile when you're round the bend. Let somebody brighten up your day.
Share a ride with a friend. Drive together and the time you spend will speed along as you go your way.
Double up every morning. Double up going home at night. Double up every day. It's a better way. We're gonna have more fun together.
Talking about the latest style. We've passed away the miles. Glad that I'm not driving home alone.
Talking about the game last night. A guy made a play that was out of sight. It's nice to talk to someone going home. Double up every morning. Double up going home at night. Double up every day. It's a better way. You're gonna have more fun together. Beats driving alone.
A public service of this station, the U.S. Department of Transportation, and the Advertising Council.
Mary Latham was a headstrong, compulsive woman who had to have her own way in everything. But she was beginning to wonder if perhaps she had reached out too far in her nefarious scheme to get her hands on her husband's money. Van, she discovered, despite his mental illness, will not be so easy to handle. The future course of her actions is still cloudy and ill-defined, but there is danger there, whether or not she knows it.
Hello?
Where have you been? I've been trying to reach you all evening. Didn't they give you my messages?
Well, this isn't the Ritz, Mary. It surprised me to find out they've even got a switchboard in this flea bag. Now, what's up? What's
I
up?
want you to come here right away.
Well, it's nearly midnight.
I want you to come. It's urgent. I can't talk to you over the phone. Hurry.
Oh, sure. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
It was frightening. He started to laugh, and then he lunged at me. If he could have caught me, he would have strangled me. He fell, crashed through the glass table, smashed the lamp.
Yeah?
He didn't get up. He just lay there. He was heavily sedated when they brought him here. It may have just caught up with him when he lunged at me.
Wow, well, the place sure looks like a tornado hit it.
Oh.
Where is he now?
In there. I dragged him in and locked the door.
Can he get out?
Easily, through the window.
Easily? Well, if you can't hold on to him, don't you think you should call the police?
No.
But Mary, this isn't a game. That guy in there is dangerous. Now, when that sedative wears off...
Listen to me.
I don't get it. Look at you. You got a nasty cut on your forehead. You've nearly been strangled.
It's all to the good. It's evidence for the police. I want him to escape. I want the police to hunt him down. I know Van. He won't give up. If they think he's dangerous, if he puts up too much of a fight, he may be shot.
Oh, well, there's a lot of ifs there, baby. Now, and I'll give you another. If they catch him alive and healthy, you'll never get another chance at him.
Are you suggesting we do it here? Now?
What? Huh? Well, what are you saying? Now, look, I don't want to get mixed up in any murder.
You wouldn't run away, would you, Willie? I was only testing you. The first idea is best. Let the police do it.
That's the window in the next room. He's gotten out.
Good. I'll give him an hour's start and then report it to the police.
What are you tearing your dress for?
Making it look good. I've got to put on a show. The man is dangerous, officer. Homicidal. It was all my fault. I thought that bringing him home, giving him my love and kindness would cure him, bring him back to the real world. I see now how wrong I've been. That's not bad, huh, Willie?
Who's in there? Now, speak up, whoever you are. Huh? I got a 12-gauge shotgun in my hand, but I know how to use it. Now, you come out of there and you won't be hurt. See here, I know you're in there. My hens don't like strangers. Now, you come out and come out quick.
Cold outside. I went in there to get warm.
Well, you sure are a sight for sore eyes, mister. Why, you're all tore up. You've been bleeding. Been in some kind of auto accident?
No. Fell down.
Oh, come on in the house. Now, what you need's a good meal and some eggs and bacon and a cup of hot coffee. Does that sound good?
Yes. I am hungry.
You want another cup of coffee, mister?
Oh, no, thank you. I've had enough. It was all very good. I was very hungry. I'm very grateful.
Oh, well, don't mention it.
I'd like to pay you.
For what?
Your kindness, your generosity.
Oh, no, that'd spoil it, young man. Now tell me, what kind of plans you have? You going back to your folks, your family?
No.
Now, you don't fool an old lady like me, you know. I've been around too long. You're running away?
Yes.
Who from? The police? You escaped from jail?
No.
Well, why are you running?
I can't tell you. You might not want me to stay here if I told you, and I want to stay.
Oh, now look here, young man. I'm all alone in this house, and I'm an old lady, and I don't know.
I'll work for you, for my keep. I need the time. You see, it'll only be for a little while until I can get myself together.
Well, if you're going to be working for me, you better get your rest. Now, your room's the last one on the right. Bed's all made. Good night.
Well, there you are at last. Come on, get in. Well, you kept me waiting for nearly half hour.
I'm sorry, Willie, but I had so many things to do.
Why are we always driving around in a car? Why are we always meeting on street corners?
The house is surrounded by the police. How would it look if they saw you coming in and going out at all hours of the day and night?
Yeah. I saw your sob story in the paper this morning.
Ah, sincere, wasn't it?
And I only wanted to do what I thought was best for Van. I loved him, and I wanted to cure him with my love. Aren't you overdoing it?
Don't you see? I've got to establish myself as a foolish but loving wife. I even wrote a long and tearful letter of apology to the doctor.
Yes, I know. You sent a copy to the papers, too. I read it.
Say, what time is it?
Huh? Oh, it's a few minutes after 7.
The doctor, Van's doctor, is on the news. Turn on the radio.
In answer to a criticism made of my policies, I want to state here now that I oppose releasing my patient, Van Latham. An order was obtained in the courts forcing me to release him. I have a letter here from Mrs. Latham, who is responsible for this dangerous situation, apologizing for her act. I will say that it was all done without thought as to the consequences, which are serious. A madman is loose in our city, a dangerous paranoid. He may look harmless, but I assure you he's a killer.
That's what I want to hear, Doc.
If you see this man, you will find pictures of him in your local papers. Do not try to apprehend him yourself. I repeat, do not try to apprehend him yourself.
Think anyone would
Call
after
the police.
that?
Please, Mary.
A special number has been set up. It is 555-2323. I repeat, call 555-2323. The police have been armed with darts containing an almost instantaneous tranquilizer. It is painless and humane.
Shut him off.
And will render the man unconscious.
I don't like that.
Why not?
I don't want him knocked out with tranquilizers. I want him shot down.
Hey, you, fella.
Calling me?
Yeah? Come here, I want to talk to you.
Well, I thought I'd chop a little wood for the fire.
Uh-huh, nice job you're doing. Now, I got something to talk over with you.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, first, you gotta stop calling me ma'am. Everybody around these parts been calling me Gammy for years.
Yes.
And now I gotta tell you something else. A postman brought me the Gazette this morning.
I know. I saw it.
Well, that's your picture, ain't it? Right there on the front page.
That's my picture.
Says you're a dangerous man.
I am.
I didn't think you'd admit that. That proves to me you're an honest man, Mr. Latham.
There's a reward. $5,000.
Yeah. So I read. Offered by your wife. She must like you real bad to offer that kind of money.
Oh, no.
You don't want to go home?
No. I found more peace, more kindness, more warmth here than I've known in my life. I feel like I'm getting well here.
That's so.
Now, you can call the police or turn me in. I won't fight you.
Turn you in? What for?
$5,000 is a lot of money. You could use that, I know.
Oh, that's silly nonsense. I wouldn't think of it. I wouldn't even consider it, not for a minute.
Hello?
Mrs. Latham,
Yes?
this is Dr. Harrington calling, Mr. Latham's doctor.
I recognize your voice, Doctor.
The reason for this call, I see that you have offered $5,000 for the apprehension of your husband.
Don't you think that's enough?
I think you shouldn't have offered it at all.
Oh, indeed.
Don't you realize what you're doing? This is a matter for professionals, the police. You're encouraging ordinary people to hunt for him.
And what's wrong in that, Doctor?
Your husband is a dangerous man. You know what can happen if he's seen and an attempt is made to capture him?
What would happen, Doctor?
Why, it might result in serious injury or death.
To whom?
To the individual trying to make the capture, or to Mr. Latham, if the individual is armed.
Oh, dear, I didn't realize that...
Then you'll withdraw the $5,000 reward.
Yes, I shall. I will make it 10,000.
What?
If he is so dangerous, wouldn't it be fair to make the compensation higher? To make the risk more worthwhile, Doctor?
Why, you...
Now, Van, you're sure you want to do it?
I'm sure, Gammy.
I drive into town myself, except my arthritis is kicking up.
Oh, I'll go.
And if we wasn't out of feed for the chickens... and in them old clothes that belonged to my son Jonathan, nobody'd know you was Mr. Van Lee.
With the beard I've grown in the last week or so, nobody will recognize me.
That's for sure. Okay, now watch yourself with the old pickup. She's a little tricky in second gear. Sticks sometimes. And you just get out and kick you. And it works every time.
I'll remember.
Take care, boy.
Good morning. What can I do for you?
I want 50 pounds of chicken feed.
50 pounds. Here you are. Cash or charge?
Charge. To Gammy. Mrs. Harry Anson.
Sure. Gammy, huh? You working for her? Sign right here.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know Gammy could afford a hired man.
Oh, she can.
That's her old pickup out there, ain't it? Front of the store?
That's right.
She comes in herself.
Well, she, has arthritis.
Yeah? Too bad. You want some help with the feed, getting it into the car?
Oh, no, it isn't heavy. I can manage.
I just thought. I got a package for Gammy. Come in about 3-4 days ago. Sent out a notice to her. She get it?
She didn't say.
You might well take it along, save yourself an extra trip. You want to wait a second?
Very well.
Put the feed back at the counter. Yeah. Right with you. Mabel? Sheriff in? Get him on the phone, quick. Charlie? Ed, look. You know that crazy guy they're looking for? It's in all the papers. Name's Latham. Well, he just walked into my store, recognized him from the picture in the paper, bought some chicken feed. Huh? Came here? Well, how soon? Make it quick. And there's a $10,000 reward. We'll split, Charlie. 50-50. Now, make it fast. Had a little trouble finding the package, mister.
Oh, I could have gone along without it.
Don't make a move, mister. I've got you covered. I'm taking no chances with you. One move and I'll let you have it.
What are you doing?
Now stand there. Stay back or I'll shoot. I'll kill you if you... Let go of me. Sheriff will be here. You shot me.
It had finally happened. Death, which has hung over everything like a bird of prey, has struck suddenly and disastrously. Van is no longer an escaped patient from a mental institution. He is now a hunted killer. The concern an average man might feel for a sick person had been replaced by panic and fear. Now society was menaced, and the first thought is to destroy the thing that frightened and menaced it. I'll be back in a moment with Act 3.
In case you've forgotten how much fun driving can be, Buick would like to introduce you to Skylark, a small car that's all Buick, with room, comfort, and an engine that no other compact car in America offers, the incredible Buick V6. Skylark, it's free spirit made practical.
Just about wiped out smallpox and smallpox vaccinations. Who got the world's pilots in control towers to speak English so you can land safely? Who helps you in dozens of ways? The United Nations. Learn what it's doing for you. Get the free UN booklet. Write United Nations Association, Box 475, New York 10017. There's always been a U in the UN. Presented by this station and the Ad Council.
Come on over for a drink.
What is a drink? Where is it written that a drink is not a drink unless it contains a slug of alcohol? Isn't lemonade a drink?
Aren't you drinking?
Isn't coffee fruit juice? Tea, water, soft drinks, are those non-drinks?
Let's get together for a drink.
Is it so uncool to drink something that can't change your perception of reality?
Let me buy you a drink.
The strange idea that only drinks containing alcohol are real drinks is so built into our society, it has actually become part of our language.
I'll drink to that.
And maybe that's part of our national drinking problem. What is a drink? Think about it. This message is brought to you as a public service by this station and the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism.
Would you like a drink?
I wonder what he meant by that.
It was greed that prompted the offer of reward for the capture of Van Latham. And it was greed that prompted Ed Bowers to attempt the capture of the hunted man. How much more tragedy can be squeezed from Mary Latham's selfish offer? Time is running out. The hourglass has only a few grains of sand left. The evil has festered and must break open in final violence.
6 and a 3, Willie. Not a very good throw. Looks like you're going to have to leave 2 blots.
My luck. I'm no good at backgammon, Mary. I can't throw the right numbers.
Oh, that's the complaint of all poor players. It's skill, not luck, that makes the difference. I double.
Well, I drop. I won't take the double.
It's $4.40 you owe me.
What difference does it make, huh? It's all your money.
Oh, that's right. You can't lose if you do lose.
Sure, you sure know how to make a person feel good, don't you, dear?
Oh, come on. Set up the board. I'll play you another game.
No, I'm tired. I don't want to play.
Tired of backgammon or tired of me?
No, Mary. Not tired, just weary.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, it's all this business about your husband. You trying to get control of his money no matter how you do it.
And that wearies you, dear? Money wearies you?
No, but I'm not... Well, I'm not up to you. I haven't got your single-mindedness, your drive to get what you want. I like a more relaxed life.
Are you trying to tell me something, Willie?
Well, Mary, listen.
I'm listening. Go ahead. Oh, the phone, wait. Hello? Who? Oh, yes, Lieutenant. Yes? Oh, that's horrible. And my husband, is he all right? Where did all this happen? Upstate. Yes, I understand, but if you can take him alive, I know you will exert every effort to do so, but... Yes, I know. You must consider the safety of your men. Yes. Oh, yes, I will pay it. Thank you for calling, Lieutenant. He's done it. He's finally done it.
What's happened?
Van's killed a man. Post office feed store in a little town upstate. The man recognized Van from the pictures in the papers. Tried to stop him with a shotgun. Van wrestled the gun out of the man's hands and blasted him.
Man's been killed?
Yes. Don't you see what that means? Now the police won't hesitate to shoot.
And you engineered it all, Mary.
That's right. Now the police will do my work for me. You know what the lieutenant said to me on the phone? He asked me if the reward was still good if they had to shoot Van.
And you said yes.
Of course. It won't be long now. He said that almost the entire state police force was on this case.
Suppose he comes here. Suppose he comes here to kill you. I think you're number one on his list.
Let him come. See this, Willie?
Revolver.
And I have a permit for it, too.
So if the police don't get him, you will.
Oh, I expect they'll beat me to it. This house will be under constant surveillance inside of an hour.
If the police get to him first, that'll spoil things a bit for you, won't it?
I don't know if I like the sound of that remark, Willie boy. What's boiling in that little brain of yours?
Nothing. Just making a joke. I wouldn't do anything or say anything to upset you, don't you, Mary? Well, at least not when you've got a gun in your hand.
Who's there? Van. Oh, you poor boy. Well, now, come in. Come in.
Yes, I've been hiding out in the woods all day. I had to ditch your pickup.
Oh, the police brought it back to me.
They've been here then, huh?
Been and gone. I said I didn't know who you was. Just a hobo looking for some work and for a place to put his head.
Yes, that's a pretty accurate description of me, Gammy. Looking for a place to put my head.
Oh, you must be weary and hungry. Can I get you something?
No. I can't stay. Get you into trouble. I had to come back and thank you and tell you how much you've done for me.
Oh, it wasn't much. I ain't got much.
Oh, you've got more. You've done more for me.
Oh, my boy, I feel like you was one of my own kin.
Well, that's what I've been trying to say. These few days here with you have done more for me than all the doctors I've known in my life. More than all the treatment in all the hospitals.
Are you gonna give yourself up, Van?
No, I can't.
They'll kill you and you don't. They'll shoot you down just to collect that reward. They'll get you dead or alive. Now that Ed Bowers is dead...
Well, I didn't want to kill him, Gammy. It was an accident. He threatened me with a gun. We wrestled and the gun went off. I didn't want to hurt him. I just wanted to be left alone.
Oh, I believe you, but they won't. You gotta give yourself up so they won't kill you.
I wonder if it matters.
It matters to me, Van.
All right. If you want me to, Gammy, I'll give myself up.
Oh, I do. And who knows, maybe they'll let you come out someday and we can see each other again.
Yes, Lieutenant. Yes, I know you will. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye. The police have reason to believe he's still somewhere upstate.
Yeah, running for Canada.
Probably. They say that the Canadian Border Patrols have been alerted to be on the lookout.
Just like an old movie, huh? Well, I can see it now. Snow falling, wilderness, Royal Northwest Mounties.
Very funny. I wish you'd lay off the bottle. You're drinking too much and you don't make sense most of the time.
Well, that's my excuse. What's yours?
Well, I'm bored with your company. Will you go home?
Home is where the heart is, haven't you heard?
You're drunk, and I don't want to continue this stupid conversation. Go back to your hotel.
Never. Hey, what do you think I am? Think I'd leave with this danger? Just what do you take me for?
There's no danger. The police say they don't believe there's any chance of his coming back here.
Yes, but the police have been known to be wrong. Suppose Van comes back here.
I don't need you to protect me from him.
Oh, I know. But who's going to protect him from you?
Hello?
Mrs. Latham, this is Cooper Harrington, your husband's doctor.
Yes, doctor.
I've heard on the radio and television that they're searching for your husband upstate.
Yes?
I don't believe he will try to run away. I believe he will come there, to you.
Oh?
I know him very well. I know how his mind will work. He has it in his mind to kill you. All our tests, analyses, hypnosis have revealed this one strong, abiding hatred for you. Now, it is my opinion.
What are you worried about, doctor?
Frankly, I'm worried about my patient. That bounty you've put on his head.
You don't approve.
It's a license to kill. It makes killing profitable. He'll be shot down.
Perhaps. But after all, he is a killer. He's killed a man.
I am only his doctor, not his judge.
And you're not concerned with the safety of other people. You're not concerned that he will try to kill me.
Of course I am, but...
I don't wish to continue this, doctor. I feel the entire problem is in competent hands. I am not the least bit worried. Thank you for your interest.
Yeah. Is the doctor worried about you?
No, about his patient.
Yeah. Well, I guess there's not going to be any excitement here tonight.
Why?
Oh, I was looking out the window while you were on the phone. You know that squad car with the 2 cops who've been outside the last few days guarding the house?
Hmm?
And they're gone.
Then the police must have captured him, or...
Oh, better still. Knocked him off and guaranteed your inheritance, right?
Oh, I have a number to call for information. The lieutenant gave it to me. Fred!
Put down the phone, Mary. Put it down. I'm not here to hurt you.
Why? No, Van. Why should you hurt me?
I'm going to give myself up to the police.
Give yourself up? Oh, do you think that wise, Van? You've killed a man.
I didn't want to. That was an accident.
That doesn't matter. They think you're a killer. You've got to run away. I'll help you. I'll get money to you. I've got money ready for you now in this drawer. You've got to run.
If you believe that, Latham, you're really crazy.
What?
Shut up, Will. Van, believe me, you've got to get away.
Don't run. You're dead if you run. You hear me? She wants to see you dead to get your money.
Shut up, you!
No. Mary, no, you wouldn't. Go. Oh.
You shot him.
Stand back, Van. Stand back.
Why? Why? He wanted to help me.
Back
Give
up.
me that gun.
No.
Give it to me. Give it. Oh. Why did you do that?
Hello, Lieutenant. This is Mary Latham. My husband came here, attacked me. I had to shoot him. A stray bullet hit an innocent person.
I wish to make the following statement, knowing that I haven't long to live. Mary Latham shot me because I wanted to warn her husband that she intended to kill him for his money.
Mind if I sit next to you, Mr. Rost?
No, Doctor, sit down. It's a sad occasion, isn't it? You were his doctor, weren't you?
Yes, for several years until, well, why go into that?
You know, I like to remember Van as a small boy when I first knew him. Pleasant. He was a happy, friendly youngster.
I was just thinking that it's rather a small gathering to say farewell to Van Latham.
Yes. Had no family left. Just her.
Well, she's not here today. I think the authorities have a fairly tight case against her.
And that statement made by that associate of hers, yes, I would say that the state will have no problems.
Rather sad that Van is going to his final resting place. Only his doctor and his
old attorney are the only ones to see him off.
I noticed someone else when I came into the chapel, sitting in the last pew. An old woman, sitting all alone. She was crying.
And so the comedy is over. 3 men have died, and the woman whose desire for money lighted the fire that consumed the men will face a jury of her peers to account for her actions. Greed is an evil hunger that feeds on its own appetite and can never be satiated. I'll be back in a moment.
Here's a tip from your Better Business Bureau on the metric system. Have you noticed the metric measurements on packaged foods at your supermarket lately? Soon the metric system of measurement will be commonplace all around the country, and you should be ready for it. Look carefully at the metric measurements on the foods you buy. They may seem bewildering at first, but they make a lot more sense than the system of measurement we're currently using. For example, right now, fluid measures are expressed in gallons, quarts, and pints. Dry measures are expressed in bushels, pecks, dry quarts, and pints. And a dry quart is 16% larger in volume than a liquid quart. By using the metric system, however, you only need to know 1 unit of measurement for liquid volume, the liter. All other fluid measurements are multiples of the liter. And similarly, dry volumes are measured by the gram and multiples of the gram. This has been a tip from your Better Business Bureau on the metric system.
The little old woman sat in the back of the chapel and wept for her adopted son, whom she knew for only a moment, and for whom she would grieve the rest of her life. Perhaps Van had known and rejoiced in that moment of peace and love. Perhaps the first and only love he had ever known. The only peace. Our cast included Joan Loring, Larry Haynes, Earl Hammond, Sid Sloan, and Mary Jane Higby. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
You said I looked 19 or 20. I'm only 18.
Wow, that's great. I'm 25.
I was born in the year 1554.
Well, every girl should marry a more mature man.
Did you hear what I said? I was born in 1554.
Sure. That means you have to be more than 400 years old. It's the same thing for men. They should also marry mature women.
John, I was 18 years old in the year 1572. I've been 18 years old ever since. I simply don't grow older. I can't grow older.
That's fantastic.
Do you realize how long I've lived? How many lives I've lived?
What an absolutely tremendous imagination.
I'm telling you the truth. I can't grow older. I can't be killed. I can't die.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division and Luden's Medicated Cough Drops. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Most people look upon their own everyday lives as being routine.
without much excitement. But that shouldn't stop anyone from having an active imagination. This is why we make our escape from the humdrum with stories of adventure, mystery, and murder. Another mental activity most people enjoy is fitting together the pieces of a puzzle. The stranger the shapes, the more challenging that puzzle becomes. Our present puzzle concerns a young man who is called upon to use all his wits in figuring out the whereabouts of a string of deadly pearls.
Now, it's absolutely essential, Keith, that you understand the importance of this assignment.
I believe I do, sir.
If those pearls aren't recovered, and recovered soon, it's an established fact that someone else will die.
I understand.
And no matter what happens, no one on that island must have any idea who you really are or what you're doing there.
Check.
You better be a good actor.
I think I can manage that. What do I have to lose?
You could lose your life.
Our mystery drama, The Deadly Pearls, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Elizabeth Pennell and stars Paul Hecht and Kate Reed. Although the FBI and the Honolulu police were in on the case, because of certain peculiar circumstances, it was important that the criminal be apprehended by a private investigator. This hazardous assignment went to Keith Spencer, a young man who had proved his physical courage in wartime service. But other qualifications were required for the job, as explained when Keith had his final briefing in San Francisco with the head of the Gordon Investigating Service.
Afraid we've given you a rough time these past few days.
Oh, I didn't mind, sir. Only I am anxious to get going.
You do type, don't you?
Oh, sure.
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to prove it, so let's do two things at once. Take over this typewriter, and I'll dictate some paragraphs.
Okay, shoot.
I, Keith Spencer, am unmarried, with no living relatives, and no dependents. From this day forward, and until the completion of this assignment, I have assumed the identity of Robert Keith Ryder, and under no circumstances will I reveal my true identity.
Is that all?
Yeah, if you'll sign it.
Sure, got a pen?
Here. Oh, I suppose you should have signed a statement about your ability to play bridge.
What?
You did assure us that you play at least an average game of contract.
Well, sure, but I didn't realize it was all that important.
It could be crucial. Our three suspects are avid bridge players, when they can find a fourth.
Okay. Now, before I leave, let's go over the basic facts once more.
All right. The missing pearls were cultured. A single strand, about 24 inches long.
So they'd hang down about 12 inches if someone was wearing them. They don't sound very spectacular.
Yeah, but they are. Jonathan Kohlmeyer, who bought them, was a partner in a watch company which made radium dials. And somehow he managed to have the pearls treated with radium so they would glow in the dark.
When he first thought up this scheme, did he have an ulterior motive?
Who knows? It was what happened later that we care about.
And you don't think he started out as a murderer?
Well, that's beside the point. He became one. And when he found out how easy it was, he did it again, 3 times.
Now, clue me in. Who did he bump off first?
The first woman he gave the pearls to was said to be very frail. When she died in an accident, Kohlmeyer was in a state of shock. So no one accused him of complicity in her death.
Yeah, but apparently he did retrieve whatever presents he'd given her.
Oh, yeah. He was that type. Then he got married. He gave the pearls to his bride, who wore them constantly. She loved that string of pearls.
How long did she last?
Radium can be a slow death. But it caught up with her after a while, and when she was dying, the doctors suspected radium poisoning.
So why didn't they nail her husband right then?
It never occurred to anyone to suspect the pearls.
How could any smart murderer pull the same stunt again?
He fell in love with a young and brainless beauty. Must have really liked her because he didn't give her the pearls for a long time. Not till he retired and they moved to Hawaii.
What did she do to deserve such a present?
Started playing around with another man. That did it. Kohlmeyer gave her the pearls. She moved out, went off with the pearls and her new boyfriend to a scarcely inhabited island, a small one, well offshore from Oahu. And when she developed an unexplained malady, the boyfriend left her.
Big-hearted guy.
Well, after her death, there was an autopsy. And this time, no question. Radium poisoning.
Now, why didn't the police move in and confiscate the pearls?
There were no pearls to be found.
Now, isn't it possible that Kohlmeyer had been there and gotten them?
No way. Kohlmeyer committed suicide without returning to the island.
Without a confession about what he'd done?
Good Lord, no. He was a respected businessman.
Now, you think the pearls are still on the island?
We're sure of it. But more than that, Keith, we've narrowed down to 3 people who lived nearest the cottage where the last victim died.
So my job, then, is to make friends with these 3 people and find out quietly which one of them has the deadly pearls.
Well, you make it sound too easy. Each of these people is highly eccentric. The few people who come and go from that island are under constant surveillance.
Including me.
Naturally. The pearls were usually kept in a narrow box. It looked like an ordinary jeweler's box, but it was made of lead.
Protection against the radium, of course. Means it would be heavier than most boxes that size.
Well, that makes it seem more elegant. The box is covered with purple velvet and lined with satin.
How original.
I know. It won't look much different from any jewel box you've ever seen.
I can't help thinking how useful a Geiger counter would be.
That's totally out of the question. When you bring a Geiger near a suspected object, it starts ticking.
Sure, I know. No gadgets to make life easier.
Just your own ingenuity. And it better be damn good. Well, there's not much more I can say, except to wish you luck.
I did my homework, and the more I read about those 3 characters on the island, the more curious I was to meet them. The Honolulu police cleared me, and then I was completely on my own with a photograph of the cottage and a map that showed how to find it. I was given a putt-putt stocked with a supply of canned goods, stowed the typewriter in duffel bag, and at last I was off. It was a cloudless day, and I found the beaching cove on the island without any trouble. You couldn't see the cottage from the beach, but I knew how to follow directions. Lugging my big canvas bag, I headed up a steep and winding path. And there it was, a neat, modern cottage with an enormous deck from which there must be quite a spectacular view. But I had a spectacular view myself just then, because on that deck was a dazzling blonde, obviously sunbathing. She sprang to her feet in all her glory, and I would have been speechless, except I knew I couldn't be.
Who the hell are you?
This is the Kohlmeyer cottage, isn't it?
What business is that of yours?
I'm the new tenant.
This place is not for rent.
No, that's right, not anymore. I've signed the papers. It's mine, for at least a year.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. How rude of me not to introduce myself. I'm Robert Keith, a writer in search of a quiet place to hang a typewriter.
I don't believe you. The last thing we need around here is a writer.
Lady, I am planning to live here.
Not if I can help it.
Okay. I've answered your questions. How about answering one for me? Who are you?
None of your business. Since you claim the house is yours, let's see you open the door.
Just what I was about to do. Now, I understand it takes 2 keys. And here they are. Both of them.
Where'd you get those keys?
Now, do you believe me?
Big deal. You opened the door. And now I know who you are. You're a policeman. They sent you here to spy on us. Well, I'm not going to stand for it. When the supply boat comes around tomorrow, I'll send a message back to my lawyer. No penny anti-flunky is going to be spying on me.
I assure you I'm not
Don't
going to
bother to unpack your things, Robert Keith, because tomorrow...
really, Miss...
Mrs. Walsh. Mrs. Barbara Walsh. And you'll find that I have protection against people like you.
The gorgeously suntanned Mrs. Walsh slipped her feet into sandals, picked up her beach towel from the deck, and started along the path which led from the north side of the cottage. You must understand that during our entire conversation, Barbara Walsh was completely in the buff. No bikini. Nothing. Except around her neck and dangling in long loops over her well-formed body. Not pearls, but necklaces made of those decorative native seeds strung together. Ropes and ropes of them.
Robert Keith may have thought he was prepared for anything, but this introduction to his new home was an unsettling experience he hadn't counted on. He has now had a most revealing look at one of the three suspects. We'll be there for his encounter with the others when we return shortly with Act 2. Robert Keith found the cottage very much to his liking. He had expected something rather dark and sinister, but one wall of the living room had a big picture window, and in the bedroom there was a slanting skylight directly over the bed. It was certainly no place to hide, and Keith realized that whatever he did could be watched at close range, if anyone cared about what he was doing. He spent the first evening getting settled, and after a late supper of canned goods, he turned in for the night. At about 3 o'clock in the morning, he was sleeping soundly when...
What the devil? Hey, who's out there?
Well, bless my soul.
Hey, would you mind pointing that gun in another direction?
Not until I find out what you're up to.
Now, look, I was sound asleep. I'm living here.
No one lives in this house. Put up your hands.
Now, put down your gun, would you, sir?
Sir, I'm a man of honor. Colonel George Madison's the name, Army retired. And no one sets foot on this island without reporting to me.
Yeah, well, I was sorry. I didn't know that, Colonel. And if you'll come in, I'll show you my credentials. What the hell's that? Is there someone else out there?
No. Wait a minute. I'll check you out later. Right now, I recommend you go back to bed. Oh. There's a wild boar under the deck, and I aim to get him.
When the sun came up, it was another cloudless day. And after breakfast, I decided to pay a visit. Not eager to encounter either the gun-happy colonel or the wild-eyed lady with no clothes, it seemed wise to seek a formal introduction to the third island resident. The path to her property was overgrown with luxuriant shrubbery, but it opened up into an area dotted with palm trees surrounding a small stone house. Squatting in the midst of a flower bed was a gnome of a woman wearing one of those loose garments the Hawaiians call muumuus.
I wondered when you were coming.
You were expecting me?
Of course. You're the writer who's moved into the death cottage.
Moved into the what?
Well, surely the rental agent told you that the 3 former tenants died there.
I think you're just trying to frighten me, but I don't scare easily.
You're very sure of yourself, aren't you, Mr. Keith?
Oh, you know my name. Well, since we're going to be neighbors, perhaps you'll tell me...
I'm Nora Babcock. And if you'll help me up, we'll go to my porch where the coffee's perking.
I assisted Miss Babcock to her feet. The aging body was stooped and slow-moving, and her hands were badly crippled, yet she used them capably to pour the coffee when we were seated at a wicker table on her porch.
Oh, yes, Mr. Keith. I've lived on this island for a long time. That house was just a shack when the poor man, a writer like yourself, was stabbed to death in a ghastly pool of blood. The cottage was rebuilt before an unfortunate woman was strangled there. And then it was fixed up with all that glass to let the sun in. But nothing could save the last dear lady who simply wasted away.
Well, here's hoping I'll have better luck.
That depends. When were you born, Mr. Keith?
You mean what year?
No. The date. The day. The hour.
Oh, I was born in August. 14th of August.
Oh.
You sound disappointed.
You certainly don't look like Leo. The lion. And I would have thought that a writer... but no matter. There may be other factors. You belong to the northern sign of the zodiac. The middle point of the magnet of the fire triplicity.
Is that a fact?
Oh, you'd better not laugh at me, Mr. Keith. I'll tell you right now that you and I are destined to be enemies. You belong with Sagittarius, Libra, or Aries.
Oh, come on, Miss Babcock. I'm really not so bad. Now tell me about your sign.
I'm Gemini, the positive people of the air triplicity.
You mean air and fire don't mix?
Dangerously, Mr. Keith, very dangerously. Your sign is governed by the sun, and your gems are carnelian and sardonyx.
I wouldn't know a sardonyx if I stumbled over one.
My governing planet is Mercury. Emeralds, moonstones, and pearls are my sign. And I have a very special affinity for pearls.
Mrs. Walsh had obviously passed along word of my arrival, which was why the colonel had come trying to flush me out, and a reason Miss Babcock knew my name and occupation. So, that afternoon, I became a spy, hidden in the underbrush with binoculars trained on the three of them walking along the beach. I was darn sure they were planning some strategy to get me evicted. Then, Colonel Madison left the two ladies and headed up the trail toward my house. I went quickly to the typewriter and pretended to be busily at work.
Hello there, Mr. Keith. I hope I'm not disturbing you. Beautiful day, isn't it?
Yes, that it is. How are you, Colonel?
Oh, couldn't be better. Say, I'm sorry about last night. Wouldn't want you to think we're not hospitable around here. Do you mind if I sit down?
No, please do. I was beginning to feel like an outcast.
I gather you've met the ladies.
Yes, they didn't exactly give me a warm welcome.
Pay no attention. Batty old Babcock won't be a problem. She's usually off in outer space, talking to the stars.
I gather she's hip on astrology.
Oh, mad as a hatter, even though she does play a good game of bridge. You say you're also acquainted with Barbara Walsh?
If you mean, have I had a good look at her, you're darn right.
Stunning, isn't she?
You said it. Well, look, tell me, Colonel, what's a woman like that doing all by herself way out here?
Oh, but if this were a British colony, I'd say she's a remittance woman.
She's being paid to stay away?
Yeah, being paid very well. The big man in her life is a mafia type. They nabbed him. My guess is the family's afraid she'll talk unless she's kept well out of the way until he's released from jail.
What's he in for?
Oh, drug traffic, I think. I don't know. Dealing in stolen goods. Let's talk about you, Mr. Keith. You writer fellows interest me. What's your special subject?
I'm a novelist, science fiction sometimes, but mostly light stuff.
Know anything about pearls?
No, not much.
How'd you like to come over to the other side of the island and watch the pearl divers?
Pearl divers? Here?
Oh, well, it's not like Ceylon or the Sulu Sea, but they go through the motions here twice a week during the season. Occasionally they come up with a creditable pearl. Come along if you want to.
Well, I'd like that very much.
Fine. Oh, wear some stout walking shoes, and I'll pick you up in about an hour.
The colonel arrived in his old army uniform carrying a sturdy walking stick. We started off on a barely marked trail, and I marveled at the beauty of the place with its lush flowers and brightly colored birds.
Not that way, Mr. Keith. We take a sharp turn over here. Go up the hill.
Just a minute. This island must be more populated than I thought. I hear music.
Oh, that's just Barbara Walsh with her radio going. She has it on all day long. That or her stereo. Come along. Get ready for a steep climb.
The path went straight up, and I had to scramble to keep the colonel from getting too far ahead. But quite suddenly, all the lush greenery ended, and we came out on a rocky promontory overlooking the sea.
We made it.
That's quite a view.
Now, you see those small boats way out there?
Yeah?
Those are the oyster fishermen. The flat-bottomed boats are dragging nets. And from those kayak-looking things, you may be able to see the young men diving.
Won't they come closer to shore?
No, not much closer. It's too treacherous for the tides are running as high as they are today. Go on. Out on that big rock so you can get a better look.
Is it steady?
Oh, like Gibraltar. Go on, Mr. Keith, out further. Don't be afraid. Watch your step, Mr. Keith.
Hey.
Oh, merciful heavens.
Help me, Colonel! Help me!
Hang on, Keith, hang on.
I'm trying to get a foothold.
Here. Grab my walking stick.
I grabbed the stick because I had to, even though I knew it was the same stick that had been pushed into the middle of my back just a moment before.
I'll say you're a brave man, Keith. I like the way you handled yourself back there on the rocks.
I wouldn't say I had much alternative.
It was all the fault of your shoes, Mr. Keith. That's what it was. I warned you to wear walking shoes. I say, Mr. Keith, why don't we stop by to see Barbara?
Right now?
Why not? We need a drink. And she has a good liquor supply.
Oh, I think I better get back and tend to these scratches. Let's take a look at my clothes. I'm in no condition to go visiting.
Well, as you wish. I'll leave you then at the foot of this hill. And, yes, I've been meaning to ask you, Keith. Do you play bridge?
Well, I'm not the world's best, but yes, I play.
Oh, splendid.
I'm rather out of practice.
Well, heavens knows, so are we. Well, let's say my house, Friday evening. Come for supper, around 7.
Well, thank you.
Dear me, Mr. Keith, you did get scratched up. Your hands are still bleeding. Perhaps I should go with you.
I'll be all right.
Yes. Well, I'm off then to tell the ladies the good news.
Good news?
Why, yes. The good news that we found a new bridge partner. And I might as well warn you to bring a fat wallet. Our stakes are high.
After a shower and some soothing applications of witch hazel and ointments, I rested on the big bed under the skylight. The front door was wide open for the benefit of a magnificent sea breeze. Suddenly I was on the alert. Someone was on the steps leading to the deck. Then there were slow, heavy footfalls and the tap of a cane.
Mr. Keith? Mr. Keith? Are you all right?
Oh, why, hello, Miss Babcock. Yes, come in.
Oh, I heard you'd had an accident, and I thought you might not be able to fix your own supper. So I've brought you some nice oyster stew.
Oh, well, that's very thoughtful of you.
There. It's one of my specialties. Just warm it up.
Oh, thank you very much. Sit down. Won't you share the stew with me?
No. I've had my dinner. Let me see your injuries.
They're nothing but scratches. I was lucky.
Could be serious. And you are not lucky, Mr. Keith. I looked at the stars last night, and the heavens do not bode well for anyone born under the sign of Leo.
But you see me alive and well. I could have crashed all the way down those rocks and into the sea.
Look out for more danger ahead. That was simply the first warning.
Miss Babcock knew what she was talking about, and it had nothing to do with the stars. I heated the oyster stew, and it was delicious. In fact, the best I've ever tasted. But about an hour later, I began to feel drained of all energy. I thought it was just a reaction from a rather strenuous day and decided the best thing to do was go to bed and sleep it off. It was a tremendous effort to get undressed, but I managed to drag myself, partially clothed, onto the big bed. In a prone position, I felt as though I were being suffocated, and panic was setting in. I'd been poisoned, and no one was going to save my life this time unless I did it for myself. Literally, I crawled into the bathroom for the well-stocked medicine kit. Yes, I was prepared with antidotes for poison, but time was too short to figure out which one would be appropriate. By now, my hands and feet were growing numb, and breathing was getting more and more difficult. I mixed up a heavy pink liquid in a glass of water, and just before blacking out, I was very, very sick. When I came to, I was lying on the bathroom floor, weak, but grateful to find I was still alive. Very slowly, I got to my feet and staggered toward the bedroom, hoping at last to sleep off the effects of whatever had been in that poisonous stew. But my whole body sagged, and I knew I'd never make the bed, so I eased myself down on a narrow couch in the living room and fell instantly into a heavy slumber. Once again, it must have been about 3 o'clock in the morning when there was a sound which would have awakened the dead. The skylight in the bedroom, backed flat against the wall. I waited for minutes that seemed like an eternity. No movement. Absolute silence. So I crept into the next room, armed with a flashlight, and cupping the beam, examined the bed. It was a mass of shattered glass. In the darkness once more, I moved stealthily to the front door, opened it without a sound, and stared into total blackness. Slowly I raised the flashlight and then snapped it on full beam. Pointing straight down the path, facing directly toward me, stood the statuesque Mrs. Barbara Walsh, fully clothed in a long, dark kimono. And over her breasts hung a necklace of gems which burst into life like 4th of July sparklers.
I must warn you not to jump to conclusions. If you imagine that Mrs. Walsh was wearing the stolen pearls, think again. Diamonds are the jewels that glitter when exposed to light. A pearl is sometimes a gem of great value, but it is not a precious stone. And one can scarcely say that pearls sparkle, while radium, remember the dial on your watch or bedside clock? Radium glows in the dark. We'll be back shortly with Act 3. Mercifully for Robert Keith, the next 2 nights and 3 days were totally uneventful. He dozed in the sun, occasionally pecked at the typewriter, and did a great deal of thinking. Keith looked forward eagerly to the evening of bridge, and as he approached the colonel's house for the first time, he found a charming, sprawling building with a table set out of doors on what the Hawaiians call a lanai. He was glad he had purchased a colorful sports shirt in Honolulu, although it paled beside the one Colonel Madison was wearing over his white slacks. Even Miss Babcock looked festive in her flowered muumuu.
Hi. Ah, welcome, my boy, welcome.
You're looking much better, Mr. Keith.
Quite recovered, thank you. This island air will cure anything.
Anything but my arthritis. Where's Barbara?
Oh, always late. I suspect she's getting herself decked out, ready for the kill.
Oh, you expressed things so aptly, Colonel. If it's like old times, Barbara will come prepared for murder at the bridge table. Oh, I'm speaking...
Hello, everybody.
Oh, Barbara. Well, you've outdone yourself. Hey, dazzling. Simply dazzling.
Oh, Colonel. And, Nora, dear.
I believe you've met Mr. Keith.
My lawyer has verified that he exists.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Mr. Keith, you may have the right to live on this island, but that doesn't mean that I have to love my neighbor.
No, Barbara.
However, since we have so little opportunity for social occasions, I propose we declare an armed truce.
But I'm not at war with you, Mrs. Walsh.
Speak for yourself. Peace for the evening.
Dinner began with oysters on the half shell. 6 enormous oysters for each of us.
And I shall be interested in your opinion of these, Keith. Delivered by my favorite fisherman, fresh from the beds this morning.
Colonel, look! My horoscope said this would be a lucky day.
Well, bless my soul.
Oh, Nora has nothing on me. I found one, too. But I suspect you, Colonel. Come on, confess.
All right, I confess. Party favors. There's a pearl in every oyster shell.
You rogue. I must say this is rather a good one. Nice sheen.
Oh, I love them. Every one. They feel so good.
I thought the surprise was just for the ladies, but I see you've included me. Very pretty, Colonel.
Well, let that be the beginning of your collection. I hope you won't mind if some of them are already pierced.
You mean a pearl like this one has been removed from a string?
Yes, that's right. Part of my hobby. I seldom find a string that meets my standards for matching, so I rematch them and mix them. But come, let's finish our dinner so we can get on to the battle.
Afraid I'll have to pass.
I say 3 no trump.
Well, 4 hearts.
5 no trump.
Barbara, do you have a ring on every finger?
Only on 8.
Oh, I wish I could wear them. But my poor crippled hands.
Oh, shut up, Nora. You're just trying to distract me. I have a contract to make.
It was a cutthroat game, no question about it. Only, strangely, we were quite evenly matched. We played 3 rubbers, so I had my chance with each one as a partner. By this time, we were on a first-name basis.
Well, that's it. And as usual, top honors go to the ladies. In points, let's see. Barbara's first, then Nora, followed by Bob, and as is proper for a gracious host, I'm last. It'll take a minute to figure out who owes what here.
I think the prize should go to Robert and me for that last small slam. I wouldn't have dreamed that a Leo and Gemini could work so well together. And tell me, Robert, never Bob. Isn't there some way you could find out the hour of your birth?
What rubbish.
Well, if it would please you, Miss Nora, I suppose I could write and ask my mother.
Oh, you do that. It's very important.
Oh, Nora.
Speaking of my mother, you've all given me a very good idea. Look, I'd like to send her a present.
A present for your mother?
You'll think I'm sentimental, but many years ago, my dad gave her a string of pearls as an anniversary present, and, well, they were her greatest treasure. Dad's been dead a long time now, and she was heartbroken when the pearls were stolen from her New York apartment.
Oh, well, say no more. I'll fix you up. How much do you want to pay?
Oh, now, just a minute, Colonel. I'm afraid you deal in merchandise that's too rich for my blood. I'm talking about a simple string of cultured pearls.
Couple of $100?
Now you're on the right track.
Ridiculous.
Excuse me, everybody, but I'm very tired. Time to go home.
Well, I'll be happy to escort the ladies.
Don't bother with me. Perhaps you're not aware that I spend most of every night wandering around the island alone.
Oh, go with them, Barbara. Or you'll have to help me with the dishes.
That does it.
Walking with Nora Babcock was a tortuous business, and I had a feeling she was in pain every step of the way. And we lost sight of Barbara, although she had an unsettling trick of appearing on the path, sometimes in front of us, sometimes behind. When we reached the door of Nora's house...
She's out there somewhere, and I don't want her to hear. If you'll come to my house tomorrow afternoon, I'd like to talk to you about those pearls for your mother.
Fine. What time?
Around 2:00.
Okay, be seeing you. Good night.
And now you may have the pleasure of seeing me home.
Oh, yeah, this is a pleasure and a surprise.
You want to know what I have against you, don't you?
I am curious.
Well, come to my house for a nightcap, and I'll tell you. What do you think of my pad?
Exotic luxury.
You writers have a way with words. But you don't fit the pattern.
And what pattern is that?
Novelists, I despise them.
Oh, come on. We're no different from anyone else.
My husband was. A woman-hater who wrote about women and knew nothing about them. Oh, that man crucified me in his books. I know, you're different. I could tell from the way you talked about your mother. Come over here. Sit on the couch. That's better. Hold my hand. You know, it's been frightfully dull around here.
Pretty hands. But don't your fingers get tired under all those rocks?
Take the rings off. It'll make you feel any more comfortable.
The Let's see. Rubies, diamonds, sapphires. Suppose you'd never stoop to wearing something as simple as a pearl.
On the contrary, my most prized possession, I own a string of priceless pearls. Over there in that velvet box.
May I see them?
I don't put them on display for just anybody. If you're a good boy, I'll show them to you. Here, let me freshen your drink.
You have some fascinating things in this room. That Buddha, for instance.
It's carved from jade.
And, are these the pearls?
Put down that box.
Oh, you said you'd show them to me.
But it's locked, and I have to get the key. Oh, yes, Bob. I said I'd show you the pearls. If you're a good boy. And I will. Tomorrow morning. After you spent the night.
When I was having breakfast next morning in the sunshine on my deck, yes, I was alone. I had not spent the night with Barbara Walsh. In my line of work, it has to be business before pleasure. There was no need to accept a bribe. You see, when I picked up that purple velvet jewel box, it was light as a feather. But, as I was saying, while eating breakfast...
Well, good morning. You're a late riser.
Yeah, I went to a big party last night, Colonel. Come on, have a cup of coffee.
I brought you something. Don't pay any attention to the looks of the box. The velvet's worn. It's been around for a while. It's what's inside that counts. I'd be glad to sell you the pearls. Open the box.
Oh, they're beautiful. Well, these are not the ones we were talking about last night. I mean, this is a double strand. Obviously far more expensive.
I know. They can be sold for several $1,000s someday. But my price to you still stands.
Oh, no, Colonel. I just can't accept it.
My good man, I'm offering you the kind of bargain that comes once in a lifetime.
But it'll never do for my mother. Don't you have something else?
Yes, of course I do. I thought I owed you a favor.
Oh, you owe me nothing. Now, please, Colonel, if you'll let me go to your house, perhaps you could show me another string that would be...
I'll show you nothing right now. Good morning, sir.
The Colonel stomped off, and I knew I would have to change my approach if I wanted to look at his collection. Then I'd think about that later, because my next appointment was with Nora Babcock.
Come in, Robert. Didn't we have a good time last night?
You can be my bridge partner anytime.
That's very sweet. I meant to ask you, how did you like my oyster stew?
Oh, the taste was superb, but...
didn't it help you to go to sleep?
Look, I'll level with you, Miss B. You put something in that stew, didn't you?
Oh, the usual dash of chili sauce and plenty of rich cream.
No. I mean something bad.
I don't understand.
That stew made me deathly ill.
Why, I wanted you to sleep well after your accident, so I did put in a drop or two of my sedative. The kind that helps me. From one of those bottles. Perhaps it shouldn't have been combined with the seafood.
Yeah, perhaps. I thought you were trying to poison me.
How could you have such thoughts about a poor old lady?
I take them all back.
Mm-hmm. When is your mother's birthday?
Oh, it's in June. Like yours.
Oh, I knew it. My pearls were a present, and nothing would please me more than giving them to a Gemini.
Oh, that's very generous of you, but
Please, get the pearls for me, Robert. On that cabinet over there.
Okay.
You'll find the box is rather heavy.
You say these pearls were given to you?
Yes. Yes. By the dear lady who lived in your cottage. I took care of her, poor thing. And before she died, she gave me her dearest treasure. Open the box and tell me what you think.
I think they're perfect.
Oh, you don't know the best part. These pearls have a magical quality. Just wait until you see what happens to them at night.
Uh-huh.
Pick them up, examine them.
Yeah. I like the way they look against the satin.
Oh, how I love them.
Nora, just when do you wear these pearls?
Oh, they're not for wearing. At least not for me. I like to fondle them. And before my hands got so bad, I used them the way the Greeks do. You know, worry beads. I've often taken them to bed with me.
Nora, these hands of yours...
Oh, it's not my hands. You see how hard it is for me to get around.
Yes, I know. Have you been to a doctor?
No use. I have my medicines, though they don't do much good.
I know a fine doctor in Honolulu. I think he can help you. Will you let me take you to him?
Oh, I couldn't let you do that, Robert. It's not in the stars. How many times have I told you? I've been warned never to trust a Leo.
Look, Nora, for reasons I won't trouble you with, and that, of course, I wouldn't want the Colonel or Barbara to know, I'm not the person I've pretended to be. Would it make any difference to you if I told you I was actually born on January the 2nd?
Why, all the difference in the world. I should have known. We were destined to be friends from the very beginning, Mr. Keith.
Yes. Just Keith. That's my real first name.
I'll go with you wherever you want me to go.
Case closed. Miss Babcock's destiny was not written in the stars, even though she went to her grave believing it was. The deadly pearls were taken out of circulation, and Nora Babcock was given the best of care in a hospital, where they did what they could to ease the pain during the short time she had left to live. It was thought best not to shatter her dream, so she never knew that Keith Spencer was an orphan, or that her treasured pearls had been anything but a comfort. I'll be back shortly. Keith Spencer found a good deal more on that island than the missing pearls. He stepped into the lives of 3 people whose philosophies did not agree with his, yet with each he had at least one point of mutual understanding. Our mystery was solved with the apprehension of a victim rather than a culprit. Our cast included Kate Reed, Paul Hecht, Grace Matthews, and Kurt Benson. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Now the Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the world of terrifying imagination. In 1843, a Dr. James Braid of Manchester developed the art of being able to produce trance sleep. Of course, he was not the first. That honor belonged to Friedrich Anton Mesmer. But Dr. Braid did coin the name of this both beneficial yet potentially disastrous parascience, hypnotism. In the skilled hands of a doctor or a psychiatrist, it can be profoundly beneficial. But in the hands of an amateur or someone unscrupulous, it can be murderously dangerous.
That's it, Marge. Just keep your eyes on the coin as it goes back and forth, back and forth. You're getting sleepy, so sleepy. Your eyelids are heavy. You can't hold them up. You've got to sleep, sleep, sleep. She's under, Mark.
You're putting me on, Jeff. She's faking.
No, she's under, all right. She's a hypnotist's dream. Very suggestible. Look, I'll prove it to you. What's this?
Hey, don't hold it there.
Just long enough to show she doesn't react.
You could have burned her.
Oh, come on. You think I'd do anything to hurt your sister?
Well, now that you've got her under, what are you going to do?
What would you like her to do?
Jeff asked me, what would you like her to do? Well, I would have liked her to murder my father. I wondered how Jeff would have reacted if I'd said that out loud. It almost came out anyway, since it's all I think of these days. How to murder, destroy, wipe out my father. Our mystery drama, Murder with Malice, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin and stars Marcia Rod and Ira Lewis. It is sponsored in part by New Sugar-Free Diet 7-Up and Buick Motor Division. I'll be back shortly with Act 1.
When you feel like having a cold Budweiser, do you automatically reach for a glass? Well, sure, Bud's a great beer any way you drink it. But without a glass, you're really missing something. Now take that wonderful Budweiser head of foam, for instance. Those bubbles, tiny though they are, still amount to something pretty special at the top of your glass. Taste appeal and eye appeal. Two results of exclusive beechwood aging and natural carbonation. It takes a lot longer to brew Budweiser that way, but brewing beer right does make a difference that you can taste. That's why, when you say Budweiser, you've really said it all. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
North Jersey is certainly getting a higher yield this season, especially with Suburban Savings Special High Yield Savings Certificate that you can raise for fun and profit. All you have to do is plant a modest $2,500 minimum in Suburban's limited issue 7.50% savings certificate. Then put your certificate in a nice, safe place. Suburban takes care of the rest by compounding interest continuously from day of deposit paid quarterly. You'll get a nice, healthy 7.90% effective annual yield on your 7.50% savings certificate when you let it grow from 4 to 10 years. Early withdrawal prior to maturity is, of course, subject to a substantial penalty. So for a nice, healthy 7.90% annual effective yield, grow Suburban's 7.50% savings certificate for fun and profit at any Suburban savings office in northern New Jersey.
In Principles of Mental Physiology, Carpenter wrote, "The method of producing this state consists in the maintenance of a fixed gaze on a bright object placed somewhat above the line of sight. A light behind the subject shining on the bright object, a coin, a jewel, a small mirror, is very helpful, and a darkened room. Once the subject is in the trance, he or she is open to post-hypnotic suggestion. Luckily for our peace of mind and their father's health, Marge is the subject, and not the bloodthirsty Mark. Ever since I can remember, I've hated my father and feared him, but never more so than these last 2 years, since he killed my mother. I'd like to kill him, but I haven't the guts."
Well, what, Mark?
Huh? Well, what do you mean, what?
What do you want me to ask Marge to do? Don't tell me I put you into a trance, too.
No, Look, what sort of thing can I ask?
Anything within reason. I mean, she won't do anything to hurt herself, or to hurt someone else, or steal, or anything that goes against her natural instincts. Let's keep it simple.
You know what you ought to ask her to do?
What?
Marry you. She's got a chance to shake this scene and have some kind of decent life of her own, and get away from that monster upstairs, and she won't take it.
She loves her father.
That murdering...
Hey, come on, take it easy,
Well,
Mark.
he killed my mother.
It was a car accident.
He was going 90, and he was drunk when they crashed.
It's a miracle anyone came out of it alive.
It's a pity it had to be him. He got off lucky.
Lucky? A shattered pelvis? Condemned to drag himself around on canes for the rest of his life?
I hope he never knows a moment when he's not in pain.
Hey, Mark. Come on, let's knock it off. I want to bring Marge out of the trance.
Wait a minute. We've got a bet going here. You claimed you could prove post-hypnotic suggestion, didn't you?
Yeah?
Well, suppose you... Damn, that grandfather clock drives me crazy. Old man's pride and joy hasn't missed a chime since the day he was born. Did it wake Marge?
No. She'll stay under till I bring her out of it. What were you going to say before?
Well, suppose you were to tell Marge to hit up the old man for $5,000 tomorrow at breakfast. Would she do it?
Well, she might if she thought it was justified.
Well, tell her I need it to pay off some debts.
Do you?
What's the difference? She won't get it?
No, Mark, I'm sorry. No go. No, if you want Marge to try to get money for you, you ask her directly, when she's fully conscious.
Like I figured, the two of you are just putting me on.
Oh, no, I'll prove that to you. Marge?
Yes?
I want you to do something for me tomorrow morning.
All right.
What time's breakfast?
9 on the dot. Another of the old man's fetishes.
Okay. Now, Marge, I want you to come down and be at the breakfast table at 2 minutes to 9 tomorrow morning. Then, when the clock strikes 9, on the last chime, no matter what's going on, you will say, "Hickory-dickory-dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 9, and I feel fine. Hickory-dickory-dock." And you won't remember you said it. Will you do that?
Yes?
I won't forget.
No.
Now, you've been having a nice rest. But it's time to wake up and feel refreshed and relaxed. You will wake up when I say now. Now.
I feel as if I... What are you staring at? The two of you. Jeff, did it work?
Mm-hmm.
You really put me under?
For about 10 minutes.
Oh, that's scary. You know, why, if you can make me draw a blank like that, you can make me do anything.
Oh, no, don't worry. I couldn't make you do anything you didn't really want to.
I should hope not. Where did you learn this handy little parlor trick?
Well, I once took some courses in parapsychology. Do you feel relaxed, Marge? Is your headache gone?
I have to admit I do. And no headache. I really feel as if I'd had a whole night's sleep. You're a master magician.
No, anyone can do what I did, provided he has the right subject, and that person is willing. Not that I'd advise it, though. It's a dangerous thing to fool around with.
But, your friend uses it in his practice.
Dr. Frank? Oh, yeah. Occasionally, if it's indicated. Actually, he's relatively conservative for a psychiatrist.
I don't need him.
Well, honey, I'd like to see you get rid of those headaches.
I'm not a candidate for the couch yet.
Well, I guess I'll hit the sack. Thanks for the fun and games. Good night.
Night, little brother.
Night, Mark. Little brother?
Didn't you ever know? I was the first twin to arrive. It's only one of Mark's resentments. He's the one who really needs analysis.
Marge, Mark's problems are his own. Yours are something I want to see solved.
I don't know why you waste your time with me. If I had any sense in this mixed-up noodle of mine, I'd marry you, have 4 children, and live happily ever after. But I just can't.
Because you feel yourself tied to your father.
I can't leave him alone, Jeff. I love him. I think, for your sake, Jeff, you'd better forget me.
Will you do me one favor first? Will you just go to see Dr. Frank for a few visits?
You think I'm that bad off?
Well, Marge, you've been pretty mixed up ever since the accident.
I know. Okay, Jeff. Maybe you're right. Let me think about it, and maybe I'll call your Dr. Frank tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
What is it, Jeff?
Nothing. It isn't important. It'd be more complicated to undo than to do now. I'll call you then and explain.
Morning, Mark.
Morning, Dad.
You're surprisingly early.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you something.
If it's money, no.
Dad, I'm in bad trouble.
Well, then dig yourself out.
Dad, Mom left me money that will come to me when I'm 30. Why can't I?
Very wise of her. Maybe in another 6 years you'll be able to handle it instead of gambling it away.
It wasn't Mom's decision. You talked her into it.
I most certainly did.
Look, you don't understand. I'm mixed up with some very hard guys. If I don't pay them off...
Oh, don't talk nonsense. They'll wait for their money. Good morning, Marjorie.
Morning, Dad. Mark, am I late?
No, dear, it's just 2 minutes to 9. Sit down, have your orange juice.
I'll pour the coffee first.
You sound very chipper.
Yes, I had a wonderful sleep last night. Relaxed as a kitten.
I wish I could say the same.
Well, that's what comes of having a guilty conscience.
And what about yours? I wanted to shout at him as I pushed my chair from the table violently and went to the sideboard. I was seething with hate at his smug self-righteousness. Guilty conscience. If he only knew how guilty, how much I wanted him dead. Serving breakfast plates for Marge and me gave me time to regain control. Then the clock began to strike 9, and my mood improved. A small revenge, but if Jeff's trick worked, at least I'd see the pompous old ass look foolish for once.
What time did Jeff Henderson leave last night?
I think I'm old enough not to have to answer questions like that.
Well, I think I have the right to ask any questions I want to in my house. Because I want to know if you're thinking again of marrying Jeff.
Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 9 and I feel fine. Hickory dickory dock.
What? What did you just say, Marjorie?
Me? I didn't say anything.
I just asked you a perfectly reasonable question, and you replied with a silly nursery rhyme.
Nursery rhyme? Dad, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't...
She doesn't know. She said it.
Keep out of this, Mark.
It was post-hypnotic suggestion.
It was what?
Marge had one of her bad headaches, and Jeff thought he could cure it by hypnosis.
And he did. But what's this about...
Hypnosis? Marge, I must say I didn't think you'd be this foolish. I don't want Jeff Henderson in this house again.
Dad, I'm the one the trick was played on. Where's your sense of humor?
I haven't had any sense of humor since I lost your mother. No, don't help me. I don't need anyone. I can manage by myself. I don't expect it from my son, and I don't ask it from you, Marge.
Dad,
Oh, let him go, Marge. He's only looking for sympathy.
Why do you have to be so hard on him, Mark?
Because I hate him. I always have.
Mark, he's our father. I love him.
Well, maybe we're not... What do they call us? Enzygotic twins, after all, huh? I mean, I guess we came from 2 different eggs because the only thing I want him to be is dead.
I think maybe we both need psychiatrists.
I'll get it, Williams. Yes?
Are you Mark Prentice?
Yes.
Well, open up, fella. Let me in. Oh, now you don't want to see artillery, do you?
Benny?
Yeah. He sent me.
What do you want?
Oh, boy. Benny must be going soft. He lets you into him for 15 big ones.
Now, look. I'm going to pay him.
Oh, I know you're going to pay him. But when? Like, what's on account?
I haven't got anything right now, but Benny knows that I come into my own money when I'm 30.
You got 2 weeks, fella. 2. For whole account. Otherwise, a couple of broken legs, a little treatment around kidneys, you carry the rest of your life. And we'd still be waiting for the payment. You get the message?
I'm scared. And I've never been so scared in my life. And I'm caught. They mean business. And I'll never change my father's mind. I'm going to have to kill him. But how? How?
Not exactly the all-American family, the Prentices. But then, where murder is contemplated, and where in fact it may be done, you don't expect to find very normal people. Especially where the murder is premeditated. I'll return shortly with Act 2.
Oh, somebody's been drinking my sugar-free Diet 7-Up, and it's all gone.
Oh, actually, I saved a little.
Oh, a bear!
Hiya, Goldie. What's brewing?
That's Miss Goldilocks to you.
Oh, come on, kid. You mean you don't remember me? The cottage, the 3 chairs, the porridge?
Baby bear!
In the fur. Been a long time, Goldie.
But Baby bear!
Just call me BB.
You drank all the sugar-free Diet 7-Up, and I have to conduct another diet drink taste test today.
Well, yeah, I saw the sign on the door. A professional taste tester, huh?
But how can I conduct my taste test now?
Why bother? I tried those other diet drinks, too. You'll notice there's still plenty of them around. Why not ask me?
Well, okay, BB. Tell me, why did you drink all the sugar-free Diet 7-Up?
I like the taste. Light, fresh, natural, sugar-free Diet 7-Up is definitely unbearably delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mom, what's for dinner? Hey, Mom, what you got?
What's for dinner? Check ShopRite's low price on first cut choice beef chuck steaks, just 57 cents a pound. Fresh ground beef chuck, any size package, 89 cents a pound. ShopRite hamburger rolls in packages of 8, just 3 for $1. Mohawk 5-pound canned ham will serve a crowd for just $4.99. Save on fresh red plums, 3 pounds for $1. Hotel bar butter, 79 cents a pound. For every meal you serve, you'll get a lot more for a little less at ShopRite.
She loves the family. She wants the best. She does all that she can do. She lets ShopRite do the rest. Hey, Ma, what's for dinner? ShopRite has the answer.
This is WOR New York, an RKO General Station, your station for Mystery Theater.
Almost 2 weeks have passed, and Mark has not been able to take any action towards solving his problems. Marge, at least under Jeff's urging, has had several sessions with Dr. Frank, and Harvey Prentice has continued to be himself, domineering, selfish, callous to any problems but his own.
Mark?
Yeah, Dad. What is it?
Where the devil is Marjorie?
I think she's with a psychiatrist.
What does she need with a psychiatrist?
You'll have to ask her that.
Oh, not again. I trust she's not going to be late for dinner this time.
Search me.
Well, when she comes in, I'm in the study. Oh, by the way, I see you appear to be all in one piece. No bruises, no damage. Did you pay off your debts?
No.
Well, I told you nothing would happen.
I've got 2 days left to come up with the money. Look, Dad.
No. Not from me.
Do you know that I'm scared to go out of the house?
Has it ever occurred to you that you should? And get a job? That's the way to pay your debts off.
I couldn't pay my debts off with any job I can get.
Perhaps you should have thought of that before you ran them up.
Oh, it's easy to hate my father. And even the fact of murdering him would not be all that hard. It's just how to do it without being found out. It never occurred to me that my sister might provide the answer.
Marge!
Jeff, what are you doing here?
I knew you had an appointment with Dr. Frank. I have the car, so I thought I'd wait and drive you home.
I don't feel like talking, Jeff.
Marge, I haven't seen you in almost 2 weeks. You won't even answer my phone calls. Are you mad at me?
Not exactly.
Is it that silly stunt I pulled with that post-hypnotic suggestion?
No.
It's ever since that evening.
I know. All right. Let's get in the car and you can drive me home.
Sure.
I'm so mixed up, Jeff. I wish you'd never suggested Dr. Frank.
Oh, now, wait a minute. He's a good guy.
Not for my money, he isn't. I know you meant well, but...
But what?
Jeff, well, I'm not good for you. Mark and I are all screwed up somehow. The whole family, we're Jonahs. Keep away from us.
Marge, nothing you can say.
Why won't you listen to me? I don't want to see you anymore. I can't. There's nothing to explain, and I have such a headache.
Well, maybe I ought to stay and give you another hypnotic treatment.
No. Nobody else is getting inside my head anymore but me. Please, let's just make this goodbye. I don't want to see you again.
Marge, wait a minute. Hey, Marge. What goes?
It's nothing. Just leave me alone.
Okay. Play it your way.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mark. I didn't mean to snap. It's just the top of my head's blowing off. I'm not going near that psychiatrist again.
Oh, what's the panic?
The things he keeps saying. I think he's the crazy one.
How come?
Well, I'm not going to go through all the double talk about the id and the superego and the ego, but what he finally got around to saying was that I was jealous of Mother. And because Dad put her first, I hated him and wanted him dead.
Well, he's got the wrong twin.
How could he say such a thing to me when I literally gave up Jeff to take care of Dad?
Search me.
I mean, honestly, I thought an Oedipus complex was strictly from the ancient Greeks and for doctors talking to each other. Can you imagine me supposed to hate my father?
How could you hate Dad when you dropped everything to take care of him ever since Mom died?
See, that's because I'm supposed to have a fixation. And it's only guilt that holds me back from destroying him.
What?
He says that deep down in my subconscious or whatever, I really want to commit murder.
You sure you know what you're saying?
I know what Dr. Frank said. That I'll never get rid of my headaches till I get rid of my guilt feelings. And to get rid of those, I'll have to kill him.
Dad?
That's right.
Well, there's a quicker way to get rid of headaches than that.
How?
Well, get old Jeff back to hypnotize you again.
No. Jeff and I are through. I told him that tonight.
Well, if you really want to get rid of the headache, well, I could have a shot at the hypnosis route. Jeff said anyone could do it.
No, thanks. I'm taking my headache to bed. I won't be down for dinner.
Of course, I didn't have the idea right then. But some instinct was nudging me that somewhere, somehow, there was a way out for me. But before I could follow the thought through, the phone rang. Yeah, hello?
Hello, Mark.
Look, I'm working on it. I think I've got a way to...
Danny says you got till day after tomorrow. And then you have time.
Well, maybe I could raise
You better raise it off, though. Because that's when Uncle Benny's calling it in. Or the deep six.
Hey, mister.
Who's on the phone, Mark?
Someone for me, Dad.
Did I hear your sister come in?
Oh, yeah, a few minutes ago.
Well, did you tell her I wanted to see her in the study?
No.
Damn it, face me when I talk. Why not?
Because she didn't want to see you. She wasn't feeling well. She went up to bed.
Before dinner?
She said she didn't feel like eating. And neither do I.
Well, what's the matter with you?
I'm scared, Dad. That's what's the matter.
I'm scared so bad I'm sick.
Why?
That was some hard guy on the phone. Benny's man.
Who's Benny?
The man I owe money to. Look, you've got to let me have it.
No.
You don't understand. If I don't come up with it the day after tomorrow, they could kill me.
Don't be ridiculous.
All I'm asking is to give me my part of the money that Mom left. Marge got hers.
Marjorie could be trusted. You cannot.
Please.
I'm not your mother, Mark. You haven't got her around to bail you out anymore the way she used to. This time it's your problem and no one else's. The only way you'll ever get any money out of me beyond living expenses is over my dead body.
The only way I ever wanted it from him. Over his dead body. And suddenly, at last, I could see the way to do it. Dinner was eaten in stony silence. Just the two of us. After it, my father went back to the study for coffee and brandy. I sneaked upstairs to my father's bedroom, which had been my mother's, too, and searched quickly through her drawers to find what I wanted. The rest was waiting till my father was safely in bed for the night, and then moving quietly along the upstairs corridor to my sister's room.
Who is it?
Mark. May I come in?
I suppose so.
I knew you were up. I saw the light under the door.
Dad came by to say goodnight an hour or so ago. I couldn't get back to sleep. What time is it?
The witching hour. Midnight. Mind if I sit on the other bed for a moment?
It's all right. My bed light in your eyes?
Oh, no. It's just fine. How's the headache?
Splitting.
I wish I had some magic remedy.
I just like to go to sleep tonight and never wake up again.
No, you don't mean that.
I do tonight. What's that swinging in your hand?
That's a memento from better days. Remember, it's Mom's tick-tock watch.
Oh, I haven't seen that in years. It's still so shiny. Where'd you get it?
Oh, I've had it a while. Remember how when we were kids she used to put us to sleep with it?
The tick-tock watch. Tick-tock, tick-tock, back and forth.
My eyes used to get glued to it. Tick-tock, tick-tock, back and forth, till I began to get so sleepy. So sleepy.
So sleepy.
Sleep, Marge. Sleep. Keep your eyes on the watch. Yeah, your eyelids are getting heavy. Heavy. So heavy. You've got to sleep. 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 Marge. I can't believe it. She can't feel the flame. Marge, you're asleep. But you can hear me.
Yes, I hear you.
Who am I?
You're Mark.
Am I your brother?
Yes.
Your twin?
Yes.
Do you know our father?
Yes.
How do I feel about him?
You hate him.
How do you feel about him? Marge, I asked you. How do you feel about him?
I hate him too.
Would you like to kill him?
Yes. I've always wanted to. I want to kill him.
I could hardly believe my luck. And just in time to save my neck. The perfect weapon for the perfect murder. My sister. But did I dare to use it? to hurt her instead of being hurt myself, what would they do to her? What would happen to her if I did what I was planning? And would it even work? What were the odds on the biggest gamble I would ever take in my life?
A girl helpless under an hypnotic spell, at the mercy of the agent who wove that spell, her twin brother, himself at the mercy of passions beyond his control, eaten up with hate, tortured by fear, hesitating to make an unconscionable gamble with her life to save his own. I'll return shortly with Act 3.
I'd like to describe a car to you. See what you think of it. First of all, it's small. Second, it's got a 6-cylinder engine, a pretty handy asset these days. Third, it's a Buick. Now, in spite of the fact that it's small, this car can seat 6 easily. It's got a 21-gallon fuel tank, which gives it great range. And it weighs several hundred pounds more than most imports, which in a small car is good. Now, what does it look like? Well, that's pretty tough to handle on radio. I'd hesitate to call it glamorous, and it sure isn't homely. I think handsome would be fair, and it offers some pretty attractive styling and trim options. The interior is definitely its strong suit. Now, if that sounds like a little more than your average small car, then I've described it properly. Because remember, this small car is a Buick. The car is called Apollo, Buick Apollo, and it's about as much small car as you'll find on the road today. See for yourself at your Buick Opel dealer.
One of the 10 best newspapers in America. Easily the nation's best suburban newspaper. Becoming a paper of national influence. These words are from a recent issue of Time magazine. The newspaper described is Newsday, the Long Island newspaper. On the basis of editorial excellence, Time magazine selected the 10 newspapers in America that stand out above the rest. One of them was Newsday. Because, as Time noted, Newsday combines solid local coverage with ambitious national and international undertakings. And because Newsday meets Time's other criteria for excellence, it's entertaining and informative. It conducts extended investigations and offers a range of different opinions in its editorial pages. Have Newsday delivered right to your door with no service charge, and see why it's one of the 10 best papers in America. Newsday, Long Island's own newspaper.
Marge lies still, her eyes wide open, but unseeing. Alongside, her brother Mark sits, his mother's watch still swinging its pendulum arc in his hand, unnoticed, as he wrestles with the conscience which holds him back from this ultimate gamble. The gamble? Can anyone under hypnotic influence be induced to commit murder?
If she killed, they'd never do anything to her. There's a whole history. The encephalitis she had as a kid, the nervous breakdown after Mom died. She's going to a psychiatrist now. Sure, I can get her off. Temporary insanity. Yeah, that's it. Only will it work? What was it Jeff said?
She won't do anything to hurt herself, or to hurt someone else, or steal, or do anything that goes against her natural instincts.
Natural instincts. What does that mean? Doesn't it mean what we really feel deep inside, even if we don't know about it? It's a gamble, but the odds aren't bad. It's Mark, Marge. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Remember a couple of weeks ago when Jeff was here and we got off on the hypnosis kick?
Yes, I remember.
And what started it?
I don't know. I think, yes, talking about being kids.
Remember how even then Jeff was into the psychic bit?
Yes, the funny cards and guessing and trying to reach each other's minds.
And who was the best?
We were.
Why?
Because we're twins. twins go together.
Remember how we always liked the same things?
Mocha ice cream and rare hamburger, buttermilk, crazy things nobody else liked.
We liked, just like we hated.
What did we hate?
You know. Coffee, half and half, and hot dogs without relish, and people who lie or cheat or murder.
Murder?
Like Dad. He killed Mother, didn't he?
There was an accident.
He was too drunk to drive the car. Didn't you hate him after the accident?
I don't know.
Don't you hate him now?
Yes, I hate him.
Would you like to see him dead?
Would I?
I would. And we're twins, remember?
Yes, twins.
We always think alike, right?
We always think alike.
I want to kill him. Don't you?
I want to kill him.
Then listen. Tomorrow night he'll go to bed early. He'll be fast asleep by 10 o'clock, you understand?
Fast asleep by 10 o'clock.
I can promise you that. I won't be here. But when the grandfather clock strikes 10, you're going to go to the dining room, right?
When it strikes 10, I go to the dining room.
In the sideboard drawer. You know which one. His dad's carving knife. The one he keeps honed to a razor's edge with the sharp point, remember?
I remember. The carving knife.
Right. And then go to his bedroom and plunge it into his chest. Listen to me, Marge. You'll be doing what you always wanted to do. You'll never have headaches anymore because the guilt will be gone. You'll be destroying him just as you've always wanted to do. Killing what you hate, what I hate. Killing all the hate in our hearts. You understand?
When the clock strikes 10 tomorrow night, I am to get the carving knife and take it upstairs and plunge it into Dad until he is dead.
And when you wake up in the morning, you won't remember any of this. I didn't sleep much that night, and next day was an endless nightmare. By the time dinner was over, I was a wreck. But the real strain was just beginning. No, it was no sweat to slip the barbiturate in Dad's coffee, and later to help him up to bed, half comatose, and get him settled snoring for the night. It was after the clock chimed 8:30 that I finally left the house to establish my own alibi. Stopping carefully, I might add, on the way out, to make sure the clock was wound, although my father was usually infallible in seeing that it never ran down. And then I left the house.
Hey, Mark. Sorry I'm a little late.
Oh, just glad you're here. Have you eaten?
Yeah. You?
Oh, long time ago. I ordered some setups. Scotch okay with you?
One drink.
Just thought we might have a talk together. What time is it?
Around 5 or so to 9. Well, what do you want to talk about?
Marge.
Well, now, that's my favorite subject. You aren't the bearer of good news by any chance?
Good news?
Well, that she's changed her mind about me and I might have some kind of a chance with her?
Oh, that's something we might discuss, Jeff. Let's have another drink first. Where was I?
Don't you think you should go a little easy on the drinking, Mark?
Hey, if I want to get drunk, I'll get drunk.
Not with me, Buster.
All right, okay, so I'm sober. Where was I?
Well, you were trying to explain something about your sister, which is the only reason you're holding me.
Oh yeah, Marge, yeah. You know, you don't stand a chance as long as Dad's around.
Yeah, I'm aware of that problem.
Well, supposing it suddenly didn't exist anymore, supposing there wasn't my father.
If that's your only question for the evening, maybe we ought to order another drink. Mark.
Huh?
Come on.
What?
Come on, I paid up. Let's get out of here.
No, I can't. What time is it?
It's after 10 o'clock.
How much?
It's 5-10 minutes after 10.
That's not long enough. I gotta stay here a while.
Okay, suit yourself. I'm going home.
Hey, we haven't finished talking.
As far as I'm concerned, we have.
I want to tell you about Marge.
Look, whatever you had to tell me about Marge, if you ever had, it's too late for you to make any sense tonight. Either you come with me now and I'll drop you home, or stay, get as stoned as you want.
I gotta stay just a little longer. Doesn't matter anymore. My hands, my feet, everything seemed like lead from the moment 10 o'clock had passed. Before I'd been fired up, nervously tensed, hard put to act normal. Now the drinks meant nothing. I wanted to call it all back. I stumbled to my feet. I rushed out of the bar. In the cab back to the house, I had all sorts of fantasies. Sometimes when the clock got overwound, it would stop. If it hadn't struck 10, maybe my father was still alive. And the other fear, how did I expect my amateur hypnosis would work? In the house, empty. I was conscious of the echo of its sighs for the first time. Through the hall, up the big staircase, down the hall to my father's room. Everything seemed to echo. Carefully, I opened the door to my father's room and listened. No sound. I went in. I looked at my father where he lay, lit by a lamp on the far wall over the dressing table. The first thing I was conscious of was that he was breathing. And I saw the carving knife on the floor. It was instinctive to pick it up. It was bright silver and stainless steel, glittering in the corner lamp. There was no trace of blood. He wasn't dead. And I knew I would have to do this by myself. By myself. There never had been any other way. So I came to the bed, lifting the knife up high to drive it home. And suddenly his eyes were open, looking at me, recognizing what was about to happen. In one convulsive shrug towards me, his eyes glazed over. But in that last moment, he said, "You always wanted me dead. Dead. So, strike. Strike for all the good it will do you."
So he's dead, as you wanted him to be.
I don't have to listen to you.
Oh, yes, you'd better listen to me. What you tried to do to your sister is beyond belief.
She hated my father as much as I did.
Your thumbnail psychology is about as successful as what you know about hypnotism. Oh, you put Marge to the acid test, and your hypnotic suggestion worked just as you planned it, up till the last moment.
How do you know?
Because your sister ran to me for help. At the last moment, she couldn't force herself to turn against love. Not for this one man, or me, or you, but just the fact that she was human and normal, and hate was no part of her, but love was.
So she dropped the knife and ran to you.
Well, you dropped it too, didn't you? When it came to the test, you could no more strike than Marge. Could you?
I'll never know. He died before I had the chance. A massive stroke had caused my father's death before I had a chance to kill him. But if I wasn't guilty in fact, I certainly was in intention. And to achieve his death, I would have tried anything within my power. I was lucky to get off scot-free, I thought.
And I directed my entire estate be left to my beloved daughter Marjorie, subject to all the provisions to protect it and her from my son Mark, to whom, with all my heart, I leave nothing, not 1 cent. As attorney for the estate, Mark, I'm going to make sure your father gets his wish.
Oh, sure, big deal. You figure to marry the heiress.
I figure to protect Marge from you as long as I live. If I thought I could wring your neck by myself and get away with it, I'd be happy to do it. Luckily, I don't have to worry. No dough, brother. Not a penny. Go pay your debts.
Can one be hypnotized and led to kill? Certainly not from tonight's story, and highly doubtful, if not impossible, no matter who the subject might be. But just in case, I hope we have all learned that it is nothing to meddle with for the uninformed. Like all special areas in life, it should be used by the expert, only in cases of special need. It was some time before Marge and Jeff were married, but once they were, the shadows and cobwebs were wiped away. Mark was only a dark memory that would disintegrate in time as thoroughly as his corporal self, trapped in his cement boots in the shifting muck of the river bottom where he lies. Who sows the wind must reap the whirlwind. Our cast included Marcia Rodd, Nick Pryor, Ira Lewis, and Stotts Cotsworth. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, Brewers of Budweiser. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
The preceding Mystery Theater program was furnished by the CBS Radio Network.
I'm Fulton Lewis in the Mutual Broadcasting System studios in Washington, D.C. Now, my commentary. U.S. District Court Judge John Sirica today delayed proceedings on a White House motion to quash a special prosecutor's subpoena for more presidential tapes, in the judge's words, for the purpose of facilitating discussions leading to a possible compliance. Judge Sirica's brief announcement came after Special White House Counsel James St. Clair entered the judge's chambers, saying that he would ask for a delay in hopes of working out such a compromise. The judge postponed until Friday of this week the deadline for the Special Prosecutor's Office to answer a motion from White House lawyer James St. Clair to quash a subpoena for 64 presidential conversations. St. Clair, you recall, went into court last week with a motion to stop the subpoena, and Judge Sirica originally had set today as the deadline for the prosecutor's response. The judge also delayed a hearing on St. Clair's motion, originally scheduled for Wednesday, until a week from today, next Monday. Before entering a conference with the other lawyers and Judge Sirica, Attorney St. Clair said that he had asked for a 5-day delay to permit the special prosecutor and myself to see whether we can come to some accommodation. In filing his motion last week to quash the subpoena, St. Clair had indicated that the dispute over release of the tapes to the prosecutor might be carried all the way to the Supreme Court. In that filing, there was a formal claim of privilege signed personally by President Nixon, declaring that the conversations that were being sought are confidential conversations, quote, between a president and his close advisors, and it would be inconsistent with the public interest to produce those tapes. About 20 of the conversations in question, the conversations that have been demanded by Leon Jaworski, the special prosecutor, were among the talks for which the White House released transcripts last week. For those, the president said no claim of privilege was asserted. The Jaworski subpoenas were for conversations that started on June 20th of 1972. They span a period of time that finally ended on June 4th of 1973. The earliest date is just 3 days after the famous Watergate break-in at the Democratic Party national headquarters. That was June 17th of 1972. The June 4th date is the day on which President Nixon listened to some of the Watergate tape recordings. The counsel of the president, J. Fred Buzzhart, testified before one of the Watergate grand juries today, but he refused to tell what that questioning was all about. He appeared before Watergate grand jury number 3, which is investigating, among other things, the 18-and-a-half-minute gap in one of the key White House tapes. In his White House role, attorney Buzz Hart had overall custody of the tapes at one point last year, and he testified extensively during a court hearing into the causes of the now famous 18-and-a-half-minute gap and about 2 other tape recordings that the White House said never existed. There have been some reports in recent weeks that Buzz Hart still had a major say in just what recordings the president would yield to the special Watergate prosecutor and to the House Judiciary Committee, even though James St. Clair, of course, is now said to handle all Watergate legal matters for the president. The White House indicated today that the president's Watergate counsel, St. Clair, may not fight against the granting of immunity for administration witnesses that are called before the House Judiciary Committee. Press Secretary Ronald Ziegler told reporters at a briefing that St. Clair told him earlier today that there appeared to be no problem in granting of immunity. Ziegler added that the White House does not have a fixed position on that subject. He noted that it would be up to the committee to determine the question of immunity for witnesses who could tell what they know about Watergate-related matters. Michigan Republican Representative Edward Hutchinson, the ranking minority member of the Judiciary Panel, has already been quoted as saying that he would oppose granting immunity to any witnesses who testify before his committee during its impeachment inquiry. Asked if there has been any effect on the White House staff since the president released the transcripts of a number of White House conversations last week, Ziegler today replied, "Over the past month, there has been a hesitancy to make extensive notes or to put anything down on paper." Ziegler said the problem had not yet reached serious proportions, but he said it might if there were a breakdown in the principle of executive privilege. The president issued the transcripts in response to the Judiciary Committee's formal subpoena for the tapes of 42 presidential conversations. Herbert Kalmbach has testified of a midnight meeting in which he said a top dairy cooperative official was told that milk prices would be increased and that the White House wanted confirmation of a $2 million campaign pledge. Kalmbach, of course, is a former campaign fundraiser for President Nixon. He has said in secret testimony that the session took place on March 24th, 1971, in his suite at the Madison Hotel here in Washington. Milk price supports were increased just the following day. The White House has said that the president's milk price order was not in any way influenced by the promise of campaign contributions from the dairy cooperative. The alleged meeting, which took place after a Republican fundraising dinner attended by dozens of dairy cooperative officials, included Kalmbach, Marie Chotiner, and Harold Nelson, or at least so goes the Kalmbach testimony. Chotiner had quit 3 weeks earlier as the president's special counsel and had just entered private law practice where he was receiving a retainer of $57,000 a year paid by the nation's largest dairy cooperative, the Associated Milk Producers Incorporated. Nelson was the chief executive officer of that cooperative. According to the testimony, Kalmbach swore that Chotiner told Nelson that John Ehrlichman, who was the president's chief domestic advisor at that time, wanted Nelson to reaffirm the milk producers' promise of $2 million in light of an milk price increase that the president had just directed. Kalmbach said that Nelson agreed. The next day, the administration made its public announcement of the price increase of 27 cents per hundredweight, which added hundreds of millions of dollars to the income of dairy farmers around the nation. Kalmbach's testimony was given about 6 weeks ago to 2 investigators for the Senate Watergate Committee, Alan Weitz and David Dorson. They said that this testimony, along with other unspecified evidence, provides the basis for a letter which lawyers for the House Judiciary Committee sent to the White House back on April 19th. That letter, intended to state facts showing the impeachment investigators' need for 45 presidential tape recordings about the milk fund affair, was made public just last Friday. It said, among other things, that on March 24th, 1971, quote, Mr. Murray Chotiner stated to several dairymen that Mr. Ehrlichman expected the dairy industry to reaffirm its $2 million commitment in light of a forthcoming increase in milk price supports. The White House has rebutted by saying that the president was aware of the dairymen's $2 million promise because his aide, Charles Colson, had told him about it back in 1970. Colson has been identified as the main contact in the White House for Nelson, and indeed for other dairy cooperative officials. The White House, though, has vigorously denied that the president's decision to raise prices was in any way influenced by that promise of money. He was influenced, the White House has declared, by traditional political considerations, including pressure from Democrats on Capitol Hill, Democrats who themselves wanted a price increase. Secretary of State Henry Kissinger and Soviet Foreign Minister Andrei Gromyko have arranged to meet tomorrow on the island of Cyprus, the purpose to discuss their search for an end to the Middle East war insofar as the current hostilities on the Israeli-Syrian front are concerned. Plans for that meeting were announced in Moscow.